You're fine.
Well, guys, welcome. How are you doing tonight? It is Tech Talk Tuesday. Can you help us? Maybe we need some of us giving up. We need some help. We're yellow coined this time the moment we hit the go button. So there you go. I think that's 10 days and only 2 days that we weren't yellow coined within the first 10 minutes. This one, almost literally the moment I press go live, we get yellow coined. So I'm going to ask you guys from the bottom of our hearts, if you guys can help tweet this out, hit the like button and that, and see if that can kind of turn around a little bit. Unbelievable. And it ties in so well to tonight and what does get pushed around here. So great to see you all. Hope you're doing fantastic. Lots of great people in here. Sorry for jumping at the gun. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I want to say hi to Dr. Stenegberger's in the house, guys. A channel that, well, is not just flying. He is in the stratosphere of channels now. He's doing fantastic. We couldn't be prouder of him.
Getting closer to 300K. Yes, 300,000. You heard it right.
Yeah, I mean, he was on with us. He had 3,000 like a year ago and a bit. It's unbelievable. Couldn't be happier.
What is yellow coin? Yellow coin mean that we are partially demonetized on the video, and not that we care about the cents that we get through the live stream, but it unofficially, although YouTube denies it, all YouTubers know it, that it also means that our video or live stream is not suggested in the home pages and subscription pages, as well as notifications are not sent for all people who have subscribed to our ringing a bell button. So that's just a way, YouTube's way of filtering out some of the content, and that's what they're doing. So that means that less people are going to be seeing that we're live, less people are going to be informed about what we were going to talk today. So if we can ask you guys your help, if YouTube doesn't help us, maybe you can, and share it out. Even if you can just bring one friend with you, DM somebody who you know is on YouTube, who is a creator, let them come in and we'll shout you out if you bring a friend. Share it out on Twitter, wherever you have a social media. It helps tremendously.
It really does, guys. It really does. It only takes 3 seconds to press the like button. It only takes 30 seconds to tweet it out, and it really does make a big difference. I see you. I got you all. It's 1 a.m. in Norway.
Out. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. It's 1 a.m. Norway time, but I'm dropping by here anyways for the love of Pusa. Chris and Tracy, thank you so very much. We do appreciate it, guys. I mean, like we say, we get everybody's frustrations. And just once again, we're human too. We have our frustrations, and it is a lot when we're putting a lot of work into these shows. And literally, it is disheartening right away to see that coin come up. It is. It does bug you, especially like again tonight. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's 8 times out of the last 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiwi Matt, hello, good morning. How are you doing? My goodness, hope you are well, and are you safe there? I know it's been really hot and dangerous lately. Maybe it's the word shocking in the title. Well, who knows anymore? There have been lots of things in the title.
We've had the wheel get it that's been on for a year now. You know, the same tag, same wording for the last maybe 4 or 5 months. It's been so random that we're just drawing at straws and what. Some of it's the repetitive stuff. Some of it is the new stuff. So it's both, really, when it's all said and done. Hey, Mama T's Eating Show. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Woodworking Dude. Oh, there's a number of reasons why. We're trying to pick through them all and see which one it could be. I'm off. Tammy Minda, it's my 31st anniversary, wedding anniversary today, Pustas. I am off, but he had to work. Aw. Sorry to hear that. Well, happy anniversary from us both. So
yes, I hope you get together maybe on the weekend and spend some time together. It definitely is important.
Exactly. It will come together. You got 31 years in. You guys are used to working things to make them happen. So, Eber FPV, how are you? Welcome. Tropical Fish Craze channel, welcome. Everything Spicy, welcome. Graceful Spirit and Ray, how are you? Great to see you. Once again, Chris and Tracy, thank you so much for staying up. Laj is in the house. Welcome. How are you? Great to see you. Disable and Prepping is wishing a happy anniversary. That's awesome. How are you, Izzy fam? Graceful Spirit and Jackie had her food reviews. Egg, Cindy, and Andrew. We have a ton of love to you as well, Jackie. Hope you're doing fantastic.
And thank you so much for encouragement. The Shane Family Vlogs feeling for you.
I know.
Yes, as a family vlog channel, they have lost so much more, and they are still pushing and still going. I know, I get it, how discouraging it is.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that motivation for us. 2 ATVs in our life. Hello, how are you? MFCP Woodworking. Thank you so much for tweeting it out. Do appreciate that. And actually, it counts super a lot. Like we can see through TubeBuddy how many people have been retweeting it out. And if it's 20 plus, usually it brings in a lot of people, because it makes it on Twitter higher up, and it means more people seeing it, more people really coming in. So if YouTube doesn't do it, we can make it happen on other platforms and get the people in through there.
LAC Fishing, how are you? Great to see you. Diamond Paint with Diamond Dave, how are you? Great to see you as well. Rock Truck Rob is in the house. Great to see you. We see Douglas Fairchild, Nacho Rolling, all great people. How are you? Tommy Bites TV, welcome. Great to have you in. John Isabella, nice to have you as well. Hope you're doing fantastic. White Tiger Unplugged, welcome. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. Same to you. Bugsy's Evil Deeds, how are you? Welcome. Great to have you in here. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, I missed somebody's comment. No, I didn't. Okay, I thought I missed it. So great. If you guys can help us out, fight the YouTube push that Yellow coined us already and just tweet it out. First, the like button, guys. It only takes a second. Turn it from gray to blue. And tweeting it out, sharing it out makes a gigantic difference. You guys can help us beat what YouTube has done. My non-traditional life. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you so much. Mama T's Eating Show. Hello, how are you? Matt Truth and I'm Bass Fishing. Hello, Chris and Tracy Orinaba. By the way, part of our music is supplied by MU Free Music.
That's
free
right.
Original music for your videos. So check it out if you're in need of free copyright music for your videos. The link is down below in the description. Check it out. LAC Fishing. There you go. Hello,
See, I'm
how
getting
are
used
you?
to it. I was getting used to it. I was pretty proud of myself tonight. I said that. Yeah.
Your title yesterday was so timely. Within 12 hours, I watched a channel built to success over 10 years, self-destruct, self-inflicted. Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it
That's
happens.
crazy. It can.
Wow, it is. It definitely is. What did YouTube do, LAC Fishing? Well, we are partially monetized again, and once again, it is not about money. It is about the push. Less suggested, less on homepage, less people know that we are live. Even notifications are not sent to everyone. So if you can help it out by sharing it or maybe inviting directly someone you know is on YouTube right now, we will shout you out. Please help us with that. It definitely does help. YouTube doesn't do the work. Maybe we together can. Did you hear about the Social Blade study? I'm assuming this is a different one based on the secret policies part. Well, which study? I mean, there's a lot of them floating around,
Yeah.
so I'm going to be a little bit more specific, a little tiny bit. Definitely.
YouTube's really under the microscope lately, so there's a lot of stuff coming out and a lot of parties with vested interests. So
Yeah.
it's one study after another, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And some things are quite interesting, quite disturbing and shocking at the same time, but also gives us some clues on how to be as creators. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about this secret policies that have been revealed in the latest study, completely randomly, so to say. And, of course, your questions and answers. Some questions from yesterday that I already caught up, as well as on Discord you guys left about your channels. And if you have any questions, get them ready, and we will answer them at the end, well, at the second part of the show as well. So
Yes.
get them ready.
Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Always a pleasure to talk with you all. You guys always bring so much to the table. Not just you guys learn, we learn from you guys as well all the time. That's what's so great about it. It's YouTubers helping YouTubers. I don't have Twitter and such, but I have a humble community in my YTC to share this stream. Well, my God, that is so kind of you. Do appreciate it. Anybody is welcome for sure. As a side note, I don't like Twitter, but consider getting it. It is good, though, for your channel as a creator. It is a good tool to have. So have you looked at the new TubeBuddy SEO studio?
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of Morning Fame kind of way that it does kind of with a mix with vidIQ, what they're having. I'm excited to try and see how it actually works in practice. We love TubeBuddy. We have been using it for a long time for different other practices, including keywords and search and all of that. Definitely excited to try it, but can't say anything just yet. Gotta give it some time and see how it works. But if you don't have TubeBuddy just yet, I would really suggest you to signing it up, even if it is for free, because it is definitely stuff that you need for your channel. It's one of those must-have tools if you're a YouTuber. Check it out. The link is down below in the description, as well as I put it just in the chat. That's our affiliate link. It doesn't cost you more. It just gives us a certain percentage from your signing up, even if it is for free. So check that out. By the way, yes, we can actually announce that. It is for a month. The thing. Yeah. TubeBuddy have reached their 250,000 subscribers finally in 13th of January, I think it happened. And we were tweeting out that they had a contest to give away. And of course, we wanted to take part in it as well. So we ended up being one of 200 creators that got a month upgrade to the next level of their subscription, which we are super excited about. That is
cool.
so awesome. Yeah, trying out their next level. Right now we're on a pro level, I think.
Yeah.
So now we can try their other features that are added in the next tier level. Very excited. Thank you so much for TubeBuddy for providing it to us. Thank you so much. TubeBuddy. Yes. And congratulations on 250,000. I mean, they should be having millions. The way that they have been helping throughout the years to all YouTubers is unbelievable.
It's an amazing tool. It really is, guys. You should all get familiar with it. If you're not, definitely take the time.
Yes.
It is an investment in your channel. Oh, Incubus World. So, hi there, family. So sad. My phone about to die. I'll be back when I get home. Just here to hit the like. Well, thank you so much for that. Do appreciate it. That's so kind of you. And good luck. Be safe going home. So, thank you so much.
Definitely. Yeah, I played a little bit with it as well, PixelP, but like I said, to have our opinion about it, gotta play a little bit more and then see how it works in practice. We use vidIQ. They also YouTube too to help. Yes, we used to use vidIQ actually more, especially when we were using free option for TubeBuddy. It didn't give like all of the stuff eventually that we wanted to, and we still didn't want to pay at that time. So we kind of were using the combination of free vidIQ and free TubeBuddy to have all of those options available. Right now we're barely using vidIQ. There's some little features here and there that we're using, but not overall, not for like researching the videos. Why? Because personally, I find that the way it performs is different than TubeBuddy, especially for searches and tags and keywords. Why? Because the way it approaches is differently. TubeBuddy kind of looks for it as incognito window, meaning it doesn't matter what kind of history you have, what kind of channel you're looking from. It's just kind of like a blank slate search keyword ranking. Now, vidIQ doesn't do that, and that impacts a lot of how it ranks. So that's why we chose TubeBuddy over vidIQ. But nevertheless, all the other features are fantastic as well. So it's just the preference.
PixelP, I couldn't work without TubeBuddy, and I have vidIQ and Morning Fame as well, and it's great to have them all.
Yes.
They all serve a purpose. If somebody was to ask, like, Morning Fame is a long-term goal. That's what I love about it. That what I always go on about the about section and what your channel's about and having a plan, treat it like a business plan. That's the bonus you get from Morning Fame. It's really good at helping you forecast your channel 3, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months down the road. And accompanied with TubeBuddy, it's fantastic for dealing with your day-to-day. They really complement each other very, very well. So
we do have a link for that as well, and Morning Fame is only by invite, so you do have to have some kind of invitation link to join it. First 30 days are for free, so you can check it out and try it. Even their keyword research tool is for free twice a month in that period. So if you want to use our affiliate link, we do appreciate that as well. Once again, it doesn't cost you any more, but benefits our channel. Thank you so much for that. All the links, and by the way, the tools that you might need are down below in description, as always.
And I want to say hi to Paula is in the house just living. What is going on? Great to see you, Paula. Hope you're having a fantastic night. 54 Punchy is here as well. Wilder Scotland. Ethan, how you doing? Great to see all you folks in here. Hope you're having a great night. It's a pleasure to have you. Give her a kiss. Oh my God, how are you? How's the new house treating you guys? All settled in and enjoying them? The art of handmade dolls and stuff. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. It was a beautiful day here, just like spring. Wow.
Change from minus 49.
Yeah,
I
we're
bet.
Yes. Compared to.
Yes.
We're still on that colder side. Not minus 49, but cold. We got cold nonetheless. Well, I'm glad you had a nice day. How can we live vicariously through you? Kane Sample, how are you? You rock, my friend. You rock. Thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it. Yeah, it's in our banner as well, and we did test it out with the shocking thing. I mean, we've had that even with our wheel and stuff like that. We've been having a pattern over the last couple of weeks. Our wheel of shoutouts has been getting it. Nothing's been changed into it. It's such a draw. That's why we were curious too if it would do. We actually discussed it if we should take it out of the thumbnail and the title before when we were making it. Yeah, it's just been a weird one. Let's just say
my birthday was partially demonetized too.
Yes,
when we started, and there was nothing shocking there. So I mean, thank you so much for
I appreciate
for
it.
the
Yeah.
suggestion. Definitely. But at this point, it's just anything right now. Like I said, even my birthday, before we even went live, was partially demonetized. So.
Oh, my non-traditional was saying to take out the word shocking out of our thumbnail and make it less. Take out the word shocking to make it maybe the algorithm that would turn it back green. And he's right. I mean, it is possible, and that has happened, and we've done it before with a word. It's just lately, no matter what we put or what we say, it just seems like it keeps triggering it over and over and over again. And like I say, the wheel is an exact copy from the last couple of times, and one was green, and then all of a sudden it started getting yellows and stuff like that.
I think the word Puša is flagged. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what we're starting to wonder sometimes.
Who knows? Just Juju, thank you so much. Green Leaf Grow is here. Hello, how are you? Sherry Awesome Sunset Travel joining us. Ethan, how are you doing? How are you, Ksenia? Thank you so much. She always addresses me personally. I really appreciate that, because sometimes I feel like I'm forgotten here. You know.
Thank you so much, though, once again, Odin. We do appreciate it. Like you say, it's we're kind of lost into it ourselves, what to change right now.
But thank you so much. I definitely appreciate all the input. How am I doing? I went to the dentist today. Andrew was the dentist yesterday. I was today all day from 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock today. What an amazing day.
Yep, all kinds of wild stuff. That's why we should vlog, because we have such exciting lives.
Oh my goodness.
Where do we even start?
I was considering for a moment, maybe I should, because I by the way, hello to my dentist.
Hi, Kiwi Mac, because you can be Tom for a while. Kiwi Mac, hi. I've been trying to get a word in, so there you go. I
already said hi to Kiwi Mac. I wanted to give a shout out to my dentist, because I was telling her that we have a YouTube channel, and she said she's going to be checking it out. So hello, and shout out to my dentist. She's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So.
Sorry?
No. She said she's going to be watching us.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But if you're lurking, say hi. Say hi. Andrew kind of looks like my dentist, Ethan says.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't know if I'd want me for a dentist.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you should look for a new dentist, maybe.
Bruni Kitty here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you on your channel once again. Life After Life TV Productions. Hello, Blowho. Hey.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Good to see you. Handpay Jackpots here as well. Albilo. Curious, do you do streams in which you review channels with TubeBuddy, like a channel or videos tags, and how possibly improve their SEO? We used to do random channel reviews where there is no wheel, and that's exactly what we were doing. Not necessarily using TubeBuddy, but we were having more in-depth reviews. We are in the works of something coming up soon for you guys, so definitely we'll be covering that up. If there is a particular question, you can always DM us on Twitter, but something very specific. Yeah, not like I'm not growing. Can you help?
Yeah.
No. Go and watch our live streams, but something specific.
Craft Beer Pours is in the house. How are you, Brandon? Cheers, and great to see you, bud. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, congratulations being back from your ban.
Yes.
Heard that. That is super awesome. Hope everything is well.
Back in the mix. That's a good thing. YouTube needs you, my friend. You've got all of us fans. Just keep up what you're doing. You guys are great. Eventually, YouTube will fix this, because if they don't, it's going to affect them in the long. Oh my God, Deshane Town. Thank you so very much. That's so nice. That's so kind of you. Thank you so very much for that. So there's still hope for me to get my channel ripped to pieces by you, Pixel PS says.
Oh, yes. yes, definitely. I don't know. We haven't done a random review for a while now.
No, it has been a long time. Philip Cochram's in the house. How are you, Philip? A channel been with us from the very beginning. Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing fantastic. A fantastic guitar player, guys. A really amazing guitar player. And great video creator as well. Does like public interest segments, I like to call them. They're really interesting. Good to see you. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Road Ventures in the house. Great to see you, Kane. So it is time. We got to do a roll call here. Yep. We got to do a roll call. We got to say hello to all these fantastic people in here. There we go, guys. Crank up the echo. Get a real rock star welcome for y'all. I want to welcome Odin to the house. Great to have you in. Thank you so much for your participation in our woes here. We do appreciate it. All help is welcome. Woodworking Dude is in the house. Great to see you. We have Willman757, folks. We got Wilder Scotland in the house. The Mitchell family reality show, folks. We got the art of handmade dolls and stuff. Tammy Minda, who's celebrating her 31st wedding anniversary today, but the hubby is at work, so Shiva Speaks is here. We got Scorpion X1X. We got Road Venture in the house. We got Pixel Pia with us, folks. We have Philip Cockram in the house, that's right. And we got Ornob in the house. We got My Non-Traditional Life. MFCP Woodworking is here. We have Mimi42, welcome. We have Mama's Tea's Eating Show. Life After Life TV Productions is joining us, as well as Kiwi Matt is here. Kimber Kiss is in the house. Kenneth the Kentucky Fam Channel's here. Cardoso Media, who's just back from a week's vacation in Mexico and feeling fantastic. He said he brought back a little bit of belly fat with him, so there you go. So that means it was a good vacation. We have Jackson RC Aviation in the house. We got J&K Adventure Vlog. We got Izzy Fam here, folks. We got Handpay, Jackpots. We got Green Leaf Grow. We got Graceful Spirit and Ray. And Ethan is in the house. And Disabled and Prepping is here, as well as the Shane Family Vlogs and more. And Craft Beer Pours, who's back on the live streaming track, guys, after 90 days. That is good to hear. We have Cooking Inamo. We have Cherry, awesome Sunset Travel, folks, in the house. And we got Kane Sample here with us. And we got Brioni Kitty in the house. And we got Blowhole here. And we got Bait the Hook. And Alex the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer in the house. And 54 Punchy. And 2 ATVs and Our Life and more are joining, guys, but I missed some of them here as it keeps updating, so make sure to say hi. Highlight our name so we can give you a great big hello as well. It's great to have you guys here on our favorite day of the week. Even though YouTube is having trouble with it right now, we're happy to be here with you folks. Got a real interesting story for you, and then we're going to topic, and then we're going to jump right into your questions, so make sure not to move a muscle. Casey Green, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Barry, TRC Racing is in the house, folks. That's right. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're very welcome to Disabled and Prepping. It's always a pleasure to have you in here. Ryan Films, how are you doing tonight?
Cardoso Media is here. We have talked about you a couple of times throughout the week, talking about the short videos and success of those, bringing you as an example. Shamba Speaks, thank you so much. Thank you. And Auden noticed that you like playing with your mixer. Hello, 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 hello. Echo. You like playing with your Echo. My goodness. Found and Buried, hello, how are you? And we have Inspired John.
Hey,
how are you doing? Thank you so much
John
for coming
is
in
the house, folks. How you doing, John?
John is a new star of TikTok, guys, especially if you are a beautiful housewife. It's definitely something you want to be checking out and maybe collab. Yeah. Yes.
He is. He is on the
He's
fringe
on
of
there.
technology. I like that. I like
Yes.
that. Good for you.
He has been taking TikTok by storm, really. Like, you know, I love it. I love it. A different side of you, too. Well, the side that we already know, since you have come to Montreal before. We know you.
But you know, John, good for you on that one because it really suits your personality. I think you're meant for it. I think you found somewhere where you can really be do your thing and get appreciated for it, and you nailed it. You ran with it, committed to it, and well done.
And it's funny.
It is. It really is funny.
Yes. You need that echo for super sticker super chats. Oh, I don't know. Carolina Bass Hunter, hello. How are you? Good to see you here as well. Yes, viral inspiration. I know. So cool. Funny you brought up my video links. My latest is my longest video ever. Ooh, and how's it performing? Let us know. How's it performing in the long run afterwards? And our little experiment you're going to be, yeah. Okay, well, it's not so long. It's still under 5 minutes, so I wouldn't call it long. Chuck Food Reviews and more. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? The Dragon Lady Philippines are here as well. Fat Crack. Hello. Good to see everyone. Self-love always, guys. If you can click that like button and share it out, especially today as we were starting this live stream, we're letting you know that we again are yellow coin. Who knows why? But that means that less push from YouTube, less suggested, less notifications sent to you guys across. So if you can invite a friend with you, we'll shout you out, let us know, and share it out on Twitter or wherever you are. We'd appreciate that a lot as well.
8 out of the last 10, folks. 8 out of the last 10.
Yeah, and we can already see the effects of that you sharing, so the more the merrier. Keep on doing it. We do appreciate that. Thank you so much.
It really means a lot, guys.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
it does. Thank you so much.
No, only at the end, Shane. Only at the end. Only at the end.
Yeah, yesterday I literally smothered him. We forgot about it, and Pixelpy Live was very kind to remind us.
Yeah, thank you, Pixelpy. I meant to thank you for that, by the way. I completely forgot to thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Self-love always welcome, and YouTube. YT, hey, notice... hey, no nice 24 for the logo. I'm so sorry. Good afternoon to you as well. Great to have you in 3B video. What is going on? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. I think it's just about time to jump into it. Our subject of tonight. That's right.
Yes, let's do it.
Delio EY Mysterio. We partying over here. Always love having you. It's not a party till you get here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you, YT. Hey, no, nice. I appreciate your understanding and your good sense with my humor with me messing up your name. Sorry about that. Crime S3S is gone completely dyslexic. Mixing letters, words around everything at this point. It just gets worse by the minute. So, Andrew, you are welcome. Andrew, you need it. Yeah, Pixel P. I was thinking about how badly I needed that. I was thinking how bad I needed that. Yes.
There's never a time for too many kisses.
Yep, and everybody's so supportive and stuff like that. Like, hey, kiss him in the middle so it looks like a cyclops, and
that's the best way.
Yeah, that's, I appreciate stuff
either
like
on
that.
the lips or
Yeah.
on your forehead. David the producer. Someone is missing lipstick on his forehead. Just saying. I know. I know.
I'm not doing the whole show with lipstick.
Well, you can take it off after. I can't resist. And David paid for it, so what do you want me to do? I
can't believe I'm saying this, but can somebody run David's link for a few minutes, guys?
Oh, Juliet's?
Yeah, we'll run Juliet's. I know for him. I know Juliet Miranda. Juliet Miranda. Let me get her up here for a second before I get.
And Inspiring John is taking his pants off already. So.
Oh, good stuff. Now it is a party. That's what we were missing. John has to be pantless for things to kick in.
Definitely. Andrew's just trying to buy time, but I'm still remembering what I'm supposed to do here. So, yeah. Duke City Anglers. Hello, how are you? Welcome here. Yes, I see that, Casey.
Oh, okay. There you go, guys. There's Juliet Miranda's link. Can somebody run that for a few minutes? David has one video, but he is the producer on Juliet Miranda. So can you run hers, please?
Wasn't she supposed to have today the Mr.
Oh, my God. Kip Winger.
Yes, on
Kip
today.
Winger is going to be on. Guys, you know the band Winger?
I need you now.
That is you're still in the wrong band.
No, it's the same old band.
That's not Winger.
It is.
It's not Winger. That's Alias. Winger. She's only 17.
Yeah.
It's not the same band. Not even the same time. Not actually even the same country, I might add. One was Canadian.
Well, I'll have to double check that one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, usually I trust everything what Andrew says about music because he knows so much about it, but I don't know this one now.
Oh my God! I the other night I told you after it was done, you didn't say go back and watch what you said. David's face, and I'm like this, but I didn't correct you.
Yeah, she did interview with Kip today. He was so great. That is amazing. Yes, guys, Juliet Miranda. The link is running through the chat right now. I did an interview with. Check it out. Please check it out. And yes, you can also visit David's channel. He has a video of how to invite celebrities to your channel interviews, if that's what you're interested in. By the way, if you are new to our channel, Sandy A7, hello.
Hey,
if you're new to our channel, we have done 2 seasons of interviews with creators and celebrities all across the board. Check it out on our homepage and, of course, in our playlists, everything and anything. And if Dr. Stan Anberg is still listening, we did an interview with him in season 1, and obviously we were just still growing. He was around 3,000K. Now he's around 300,000. And we were just over 1K at that time. And the interview got like 200 some views. Now it's over 1,200. Like in the last months, people have been watching it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
We changed some tags, some of the description, and all of a sudden it just went up. And literally, it's from 200 some views to almost 1,200 right now. Wow, keep watching it. Every day there are views on it now. So interesting.
Ozzy as well. Welcome. Oh my God Almighty! I'm gonna mess up her name. Ibjunk Otusil. I'm butchering her name. Help me. You know what I'm saying?
Be wrong. You too, Sil. I don't know.
I just feel bad. I want to get her name right.
We want to pronounce it right, but
yeah,
we can't.
Can you write it phonetically for us? I don't want to look like some North American on tour type of thing. I want to say it properly. I want to be able.
Well, I'm not North American, and I'm not on a tour, so.
Alrighty, folks. I knew she was going to run down that road. It's her excuse every time. We got a milestone to celebrate, guys. Here you go. No, wrong page. Really? There he is. And we got Juliet Miranda's number. What is going on? I love Juliet. Grab up Juliet Miranda, guys. There you go. See, look at I did it from Chuck. Look at that. That's what's happening again. Friggin' social blade.
And we have super chat from Inspired John for in honor of single moms. In honor of single moms, again 1 cent less from Inspired John.
You're such a mental. You're so nuts. Oh my God. Don't ever change, John. Don't ever change.
And Chuck Food Reviews is just a couple away from their 1K.
There we go.
8 away from 1K.
8 away from 1K, folks. 992. Let's turn to 1. That went slick, didn't it? Friggin' Social Blade screwed me with that many times. And it rolled back. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna.
Supernatural Lost Adventures are here. Hello. Who are you, Drunkings in Darwin? Ooh, yes. Computer is working beautifully. It is. Or maybe Andrew. I don't know. Whichever. He missed me today. All day without me. Imagine that.
I did.
That confuses you a lot.
I missed her so much.
Wendell
Live is in the house. There's another fantastic job. Great to see. Hope you're doing fantastic. And Chuck Food Reviews, folks, is only 10 away from 1K, so make sure to grab them up. ATGH Travels in the house. Welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic. Nest Lover, how you doing? Welcome. Great to see everybody in here. Hope you're having a great night. We got 9 away, guys, from Chuck Food Reviews and more. Let's get them over the top. Hope you're doing fantastic, Wendell. Hope you're doing fantastic. Shadows Black. Yo, what's poppin'? How are you? Good to see you. We got 995 on the board, folks. 5 more to go. 5 more to go. Randy's Paranormal Investigation. Hello to you. How are you doing? Welcome. Great to have you in here. Lori's RV Life. Great to have you all in here, folks. Come on, guys. 3 more to go for Chuck Food Reviews and more. 3 away from 1K. That is awesome. Well done. And you guys are tweeting it out, and it's helping, guys. Thank you so much for fighting the yellow coin with us. It's making a difference. People coming in. Thank you, PJ. Welcome. 998, folks. Only 2 more to go. 2 more to go for 1K. Let's do it, guys, before that song starts over. There you go. 1,000. There we are. Fantastic. Very, very nice. Well done. If you don't have Chuck Food Reviews, grab them up. If you have them, celebrate with them, guys, for a minute. Let's celebrate with Chuck Food Reviews on hitting 1K. Well done. Congratulations. And onwards and upwards to bigger and better things. So
that's right, guys. Congratulations, and put those emojis in the chat. Congratulations.
There we go, guys. Fantastic stuff. Very well done. A big congratulations to you. Nomad Unbroken, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Tammy Minda, LOL. This is for 2 lipstick kisses and a soup. All right, but I get to take it off after. Okay.
Well, now we need 3 because these are 2 lipstick kisses,
all right,
and then there's David's one.
Fire, so leave me some skin.
Okay, so 1 for David. And 2 lipstick kisses for Tammy Minda. There you go. And a super sticker chat on Echo. You need the super chat for an Echo. I can't do an Echo without him, and he's resisting. I'm scared of my own voice in Echo.
Yeah, it is very sweet, isn't it, PJ? Very sweet. That's one word to describe it. That's one word to describe it. That's right.
And we have GH Aquatics. Hello, this is where all the cool people are. Yes, you are in here as well.
Says the man covered in lipstick.
Yeah. Q Aquatics, hello, how are you? Because she shed. Hello, how are you doing? Shadow Black is here. Annie D. Carrot, hello, good to see you. Thank you.
GH Aquatics is in the house. Another past guest of ours. You two are so cute. We're something. I don't know what to call you right now.
Guys, thank you so much for liking it and sharing it out. Thank you so much. Yes, Wanda Live, of course. And you are cool, and you're cool, and you are as well.
JH, I was actually checking out one of your videos yesterday, and then, of course, another suggestion came up to me. It wasn't yours. It was actually a video about a guy that traveled to Japan for the annual koi, the mud ponds where these award-winning koi, like a meter long, are taken out of the water for after breeding and all that. Absolutely fascinating. I was really late getting to bed because I couldn't stop watching it. Really interesting. The guy did a fantastic. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hour live video.
Now all of our suggested videos are about fish, by the way. So just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
PJ is there in couple goals.
Andrew has kissy face again. Yeah. Yeah, Andy. Yeah.
Lippy time came early.
Uh-huh. It certainly did.
Now, do you want to go and watch it all before you talk the serious stuff? And I'll ask them the question of the day while you do that? Okay, guys. Andrew's going to go wash it off because, can't talk about the serious stuff with lipstick on. Although I do it all the time, so I don't know what his problem is. I have lipstick on now, and we'll be talking about serious stuff. But okay. Click that like button, share it out. And if you already have, thank you tremendously. Thank you so much for helping us fight that yellow coin here. And YouTube, we could do it together if YouTube doesn't help it. So yeah, thank you so much. And if you are new here, if you can subscribe to us, we do appreciate that. And if you are already subscribed, please double check, and not only with us, but in all the channels in general. Are you still subscribed to them? Because YouTube, as Andrew is saying, is unsubscribing from each other on alarming rate. Monet EQ2, hello, how are you? Now, my question of the day is, where are you from? Yes, I want to know where are you from. We are a couple from Montreal, Canada. It's pretty cold here. It's like minus 30 below zero. We want to know where are you from. Maybe somewhere warmer. Let us know in the chat. The city, town, province, state, planet, wherever you are. Too bad I can't show you what Andrew is doing here. Oh, they can see you.
Just trying to get around.
California, hello, how are you? Wisconsin, hello. North Carolina for Supernatural Lost Adventure. Charlotte, Maryland, the Carolinas, Pennsylvania, Haiti, and Alabama for Telvas family. Good to see you. Moving to New Orleans. Yes, they are. I know. So crazy. Chicago, Wisconsin, Jersey, North Carolina, Sydney, Australia here as well. Louis, Missouri. And yes, guys, you are super amazing. Thank you so much for joining me and Andrew from all across the board.
Alrighty, guys, there you go, folks. Sorry, I still got water in my eyes from trying to clean that off, but I think I got most of it. I can partly see again. So Andrew crawling, yeah, the camera's lower. I didn't want to walk in front of the middle of it because then the light all turns, it looks wonky. It's a really intense blue light. It's a bit blinding, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
But with that said, folks, if you haven't hit that like button, please do and tweet it out. On a serious note, yes, we are yellow coined again tonight. So any help is greatly appreciated, very much so. Thank you in advance. Well, thank you already to everybody that's helped us out with that. And if you haven't, if you can just take 3 seconds to hit the like button and another 30 seconds to tweet it out, it makes a big difference. It can definitely fight what YouTube does. I am Jersey Girl moving to Florida, so now I have to start pumping my own gas. Pixel. You are a character and a half. You are. How do you know that, Carolina Bassler? Oh, okay, I guess you guys were talking before.
Not sure what the question refers to. See, there's a certain delay between how we talk and the chat that we see, so I'm not sure which part you are asking about. Okay, well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, are we ready?
Alrighty, folks, let's get into it. I'm going to just get this up here, just to have it on the side. Okay, you're going to talk because I'm still trying to get myself back together. I got to get this started. I have all windows together. So.
Okay, well, so we decided to talk with you, have a little theme for the Tuesday Tech Talk, and kind of very illustrative to what we're talking about today is about recommendations of YouTube and how does it actually work. Well, there have been studies done by a non-profit organization that decided to check out what is YouTube suggesting when people are searching for climate change, global warming, and so on. And it's just an example, so it doesn't have to be necessarily that, but and this example brought up some really interesting policies, maybe some hidden things that YouTube haven't been talked about. So this company, this non-profit organization, have revealed that more than 100 brands had their advertising running on YouTube videos on the site that were actively promoting climate misinformation. Such companies, for example, as Samsung, L'Oreal, Warner Brothers, Danone, and 90 and some more other ones, had their adverts running on the videos that were promoting climate change denial and all of kind of conspiracy theories about global warming. Now, especially interesting is about L'Oreal because just this week, the same week as this study was run, L'Oreal was announced as one of the top companies tackling climate change. It was graded grade A, level A. They are doing what they can. They have reduced their emission production by 60% last year, so they are doing fantastic in climate change.
As a consumer product creator that's commercially based, doing their part not only with their products but also the messages they're sending as well, a combination of both. So.
That's right, and therefore is even more disheartening for the advertisers that are so pro climate change and are trying to actually change something within global warming. Their advertising is running and basically saying that they're representing the conspiracy theories and against global warming. So YouTube current controls won't let advertisers avoid videos with incorrect information. For example, the companies and advertisers, when they choose what kind of videos they want to add on, they have to tick out different boxes, like different categories, channels, different themes that they want, that they don't want. Well, you can only choose weather and science. You can't really choose within it anything. So either you want it or you don't. You can't really filter that out. And then YouTube suggests these videos, and with regards to how much money they paid, they put those ads on top of those videos. Well, as you know, or maybe you don't know, that YouTube's recommendation algorithm, the one that is not recommending us now because we're partially monetized,
that's the kicker.
Is hugely powerful because, according to the study, up to 70% of total views on the platform are driven by suggestions from YouTube. That's how important it is. So when we talk about us being partially demonetized and not being pushed, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about 70% less push from YouTube when they're not including you in those recommendations. And that's exactly what's happening with us now. But on the contrary, that was what's happening with this controversy. For example, so what happened in this study, they were searching different types of keywords from thousands and thousands of videos, more than 7,000 videos compiling all together. And when they were searching for the term global warming, 16% of the top 100 related videos included the next suggested video was something about global warming denial or conspiracy theories, something that was scientifically misinformation. So 16 out of 100 videos had the next suggested one, and if you have it on autoplay, that would be the next automatically running one, talking about conspiracy theories and denying global warming altogether.
Now, just taking a note that not long ago, YouTube has taken a strong stance on false news, etc., fake news, whatever you choose to call it. That's the biggest comedic kick out of all of this, is parts that it was supposed to directly hit as this is going on. This is exactly what they were supposed to tend with to keep it from getting onto YouTube, getting any kind of publicity. And guess what we're getting? And I'm sorry we're bringing back tonight even to us once again, who even are getting yellow coined on basic things or with no rhyme or reason, and yet this is getting pushed by them. So just keep in mind, this is not long ago that YouTube had announced its strong stance on this, and it's well documented in their white papers.
And it might not be the end of it. Stick around. We're going to tell you what is going on with regards to that, because this is just not a study. It's gonna be some look into the future. So now, the related videos recommended to users who search for climate change was around 8%. With these scientifically non-related videos, and rose to 21% of climate manipulation. So when you're searching for climate manipulation, almost a fifth of the videos are actually going to be scientifically incorrect and more of a conspiracy theories than actual facts. The climate misinformation videos reviewed around 21 million views altogether. So that's how many views were analyzed in this study. That's a lot. So now when they were doing that, they realized, and that was a side effect of the study or side result, that these major companies like Samsung, like I mentioned, L'Oreal, Danone, Warner Brothers, and many other ones, around 100 of them, had their ads running on these anti-scientific, pro-denial videos, basically representing the message that these companies weren't standing for in the first place. And only 1 in 5 ads found were for green ethical brands. So even when the video was talking about how global warming is not true, or denying all the science backed up behind it, the advertising running on it, 1 in 5 ads were run about Greenpeace, WWF, Save the Children, and completely like the different opposite type of view company. Now that alarmed a lot of brands, because like L'Oreal, they are pro-climate, they're trying to reduce their emissions, their message is super clear about that. They're trying to do clean makeup and clean products that they're doing, and now they're running on these ads basically saying, well, we don't care about global warming or climate. So they got on their toes and basically demanded to pull down the ads. Now there's a YouTube response for this, which is quite vague, as always it is. YouTube responded in a statement, and it wasn't an official statement on their Twitter or anything like that. It never is. And basically, YouTube said that they are not manipulating the suggestions ranking, and they give the advertisers the tools so they can choose what videos they want to run to, and they are not really manipulating the suggestion algorithm whatsoever, which we know is not true. Now L'Oreal, of course, got super sensitive about it. They demanded for videos to be taken down, or at least to ads to be taken down from the videos, and that was happening in the span of 5 days. So today, finally, the advertisements from those videos were taken down. Now L'Oreal haven't pulled away completely from YouTube just yet, but it might. And so might those other 99 companies. And that's what we are raising the flag about. Yep. Because the group that made the study have demanded 4 things from YouTube. And you know how it happens when some political or non-political organizations are demanding things from YouTube to change within their content policy, like it happened with COPPA, mature subjects, and so on. So they demand to implement new policies on YouTube. One of them is to include climate misinformation in its borderline content policy, which limits the algorithmic distribution of the videos. So YouTube have been clearly saying that if your video is rubbing against the content guidelines, that it will be less suggesting it because out of cautionary reasoning, so to say. So that's what they're saying, that climate misinformation should be included in the borderline content policy and therefore should be less suggested. They also demand for YouTube to demonetize misinformation, ensuring such content does not include advertising and is not financially incentivized. YouTube should start immediately with the option for advertisers to exclude their ads from videos with such misinformation. Now, we all know how that works. Just a great example just recently happening with kids' videos and COPPA, when AI, a machine, is given a task to filter out the videos that are being made for kids. Now, we have seen a lot of videos that are not made for kids at all, but YouTube AI have been marking it as such. So if YouTube would do anything like that with regards to misinformation, climate change, or in general about scientific, non-scientific facts, that would definitely target the people that are doing their content about such things, because how would AI, again, filter it out, They also ask for YouTube to work with independent fact checkers to inform users who have seen or interacted with this misleading information. I wonder how would that happen?
That's kind of a COPPA all over again, that there'll be a faculty board developed up to set guidelines onto it that will most likely be very broad and conservatively monitored.
Yeah, and provide transparency to researchers by releasing data showing how many views are driven to misinformation by its own recommendation algorithms.
Which YouTube just loves to do anytime it can, to share information with somebody outside of the company to begin with. So
now, there's no official statements just yet from Warner Brothers, Lego, Samsung, and all the other companies that have been involved in this rising scandal. But it is implied that this might just become another adpocalypse once again. This is similar to what happened in 2017 and later on with a different type of mature content and so on, and sensitive content, when advertisers pulled away from YouTube in order to push them to change their content policy. This seems like the beginning of it. We still yet to wait for the answers from the rest of the companies. L'Oreal was the only one that has been issuing the statement so far. But it definitely is alarming, because it means that another part, another niche, another category of channels are being targeted. If it would be just as clear as, misinformation and that's all, but how do you filter out what is misinformation? How do you tell AI that this is a joke and not a science, and so on? So that's what we wanted to bring you to your attention, that if you are making a content of any such kind, keep your eyes out, your ears listening, because there's definitely new content changes coming up on YouTube shortly after, because this is not a smooth thing and they have just started. They don't want to lose their advertisers.
It's in the infancy right now.
Yeah.
And especially the last one with the requesting and the YouTube be transparent with their information, their statistic. YouTube is notorious for not wanting anybody, even within their company. It's very restricted. And that worries me sometimes, because they put a lot of emphasis on that, and if they're good at bargaining, that's what they're going to focus on, because they're going to get YouTube to do a lot more so they don't have to share it. And that's, I don't know if they planned it that way. I'm sure they're quite savvy, whoever is doing this at this point. That's what I think they're going to use as their biggest bargaining chip, to get YouTube to cave in and start paying a lot more attention to their other points, to try and avoid having to go to court and end up with a resolution where they have to share some of their information.
That's right. And like again, there has been nothing issued with regards to any content changes just yet by YouTube. We all know how it works. There's going to be non-profit organizations that are going to be making a committee and all of that. Quite the same as with COPA. So it's just the beginning. Like, don't run around saying that content policy have been changing. Not yet, but it is a huge flag that it will be. And we wanted to catch it at the very beginning, guys, because this is how it's happening. There is usually a non-profit organization that does a study, like it was with COPA, that's happened this exact same way. And then they demand something, they raise a flag, it's all over the media, and then advertisers have to react. And like I said, most of them haven't responded yet. I'm sure lots of these companies that have been within those 100 that have been advertising, including Greenpeace. Imagine Greenpeace advertising on top of a climate denial video. Like, what a mixed message it is, right? So it's definitely something that has been shocking for them. It's a mixed message. It's not working for them the way it should be. That also means that YouTube algorithm is pushing the videos the way it shouldn't. Although it did say that it has been removing all the conspiracy theory videos, it shows that it is not, because the study have been conducted just recently, and the content changes that Andrew was talking about have been made months ago. So that should have been dealt with. That just shows it is not. So what kind of changes, again, is going to happen in algorithm and within content policy? We can only wait and see, but there is definitely changes once again coming. We're not at the end with COPA. There is more things, as always, coming onto YouTube.
Remember, too, once a company is struck, it opens the door. And a lot that have been sitting on a cause for a while now have a possible goal where they thought they wouldn't have one before. Once the first one's done, that opens up a lot of doors. And things are changing a lot. And remember, all these things are going to hit the big ones, but it always trickles down to us some way, some shape or form. A lot of us, as we always said with COPA and everything else, will always get hit in the gray zone and stuff like that. So no matter the story, it always is important to all of us. We're all hit in some way. For example, this story, I was the first, Xenia was at the dentist when I was the one who found it this morning. It was, where I found it was through CTV News, through YouTube's news site. You go to YouTube, then click the news stuff. I went back a couple hours later. I can't find it. And the one that I got from, where did I finally grab it from? Because I wanted to see in there where I could find it was from the National Observer. And I had to go back 5 pages to be able to find it. So, of course, who is YouTube owned by?
Google.
Exactly. So it looks like they might even be trying to smother even the people reporting on this one right now. So I know we all want to, they sell themselves. And I mean, Google, YouTube does a lot of good. I don't want to sit here. I'm not into like bashing they're doing everything else. But they are a company. They are there to sell advertising. They are there to avoid any kind of conflict at any cost, just like any other company does. So there's no halo shining. They're just another company. That's why when we always talk about YouTube, we talk as a business. It's not that we don't have any passion for what we do. We have tons of passion. To the point is we know that we have to treat it as a business on here, because you're always going to be affected by business decisions on here. It's not the creators like, oh, I wish they would add fluttering eyelashes effects, or don't want to use it. It's not concerned about that. It's concerned they'll add the fluttering eyelashes if they think it's going to bring in money and it's going to bring in more advertisers. So yeah, I went looking for it and it was buried on the 5th page, and it wasn't even the one that I had originally. The one from CTV, I can't find it on YouTube now. It's there, I'm sure, if I went digging. I didn't want to go digging. I want to see in the actual news section with YouTube typed in what would come up and where it would come up, and within a couple hours it was already on the 5th page and not even the same article. So that means they pushed the CTV one is gone completely, and this one, the closest one, was already on the 5th page on its way out. So unless people keep writing about it, new articles, it's just going to keep getting backtracked. So.
And YouTube, again, YouTube, Google, kind of the same thing, have notoriously been saying that they are never throttle the videos or any information. And we all know, especially with the latest reveal of Peace scores, that was almost 6 months ago now, they do actually have throttling in their coding of the web pages and the channels itself themselves as well. So they definitely are doing that to not have it as a scandal, but it all will depend how advertisers will react to it. And again, you got to remember, they are advertisers. Google is basically advertising company, so they're all tied together. It depends if they're going to be able to reach any kind of consensus here. But this is a non-profit organization. They don't go away so easily. So we'll just have to wait and see. We're definitely going to keep you posted on that. If there are any changes, usually if YouTube does it, it's very quietly, the same as it was with kids content. We reported on that in September, although the official statement only came up in November about COPA. So we'll be keeping eye on that.
Yep, definitely, guys. Will be interesting to see where this goes, because when you have the World Wildlife Federation and stuff involved, things tend to get noticed. There's a lot of money in these groups. Don't ever no, they're not as big per se as YouTube, but they're big in what they do, and they're very good at getting a voice. So it's going to get interesting, that's for sure. And YouTube's well aware that there's nobody that would ever take these organizations lightly. And on the other side, the advertisers like L'Oreal and stuff like that. There's a lot of big money and a lot of big organizations coming together. Keep an eye onto it. It's going to get really interesting really, really fast. World Wildlife Fund is pretty big in the non-profit world. Most definitely it is. It's one of the biggest
Exactly. So imagine if they're advertising, 1 in 5 is on top of the video that is talking about against all of the things that they are standing for. So it's going to blow up. It's just the beginning. The report have been put out just on the 15th of January. So literally just last Wednesday, L'Oreal came out with a statement just today. So it's been just rolling out. We'll keep an eye on it. I will definitely include all the links of the original sources, as always, down below in the description after the live stream uploads, probably tomorrow morning. So if you want to go and get the look, do it yourself. We have the full version of all of the research papers as well.
First of all, which one do I want to? I'll get Drone Kings and Darwin's first. Yes, I was thinking about that as well for WWF. He said, "Watch out, people's elbows and flying chairs." You don't know what he means by that. My father watches wrestling, WWE. It used to be called World Wrestling Federation, WWF. And that charity took them to court, and actually that's why they had to change their name.
Oh my, wow.
So that's what kind of pull they got. At the time, wrestling was one of the biggest things in the world at that time, and they got them to change their name. So on top of the joke part of it, it just shows you the power that they have. Commander Vlogs, what do you mean throttling videos? Like slowing my views down or what? LOL. Most definitely. We're getting throttled tonight by Yellow Coin. For no reason. We've been getting throttled for the last 10 days. They throttle you. They just don't recommend it as much. Even though the push should be there, they just pull back. Don't let it out to as many people. Less people see it. Philip DeFranco, lots of them go through it and stuff like that. But they don't do it officially, is what's said. YouTube Studio example. 1 second it says I have 20 views. Last 60 minutes, and next second it says I have 16 views.
Well, YouTube claims that YouTube Studio Beta is the one that shows the most precise ones. And why do you lose views? Is because it is recalculating it.
I was going to say, it's an audit. It's an audit that's going on, and it's supposed to be doing that. It's supposed to be a better representation of actual viewership and making sure that it's not the same person watching a couple times that it missed on the first run, or watching from the same IP address, etc., stuff like that.
So I would definitely more rely on that. Although when it is glitchy, it actually says so. It says we don't have enough information or something is glitchy. So I would still rely more on YouTube Studio Beta. Why would they benefit from throttling? Well, because they also have been admitting that they want to push more verified sources, which is news agencies, Fox, CNN, etc. Obviously, they have their own political stances as well, and they want those videos to be more suggested. How to do that is to suppress the videos that they don't want to be suggested. You do it by throttling.
But yet they're monetizing and pushing videos that are about climate change naysayers.
Yeah,
it's an interesting. That's why this was so interesting, because it's not. When I see it this morning, I actually read the title 3 times because I thought I kept reading it wrong. Because you think YouTube right away, they're pushing climate change sayers. Yes, but
Nevermore Antique says.
John.
Nevermore Antique says, I have a competitor purchase poor quality views for my channel. They were trying to keep my video from trending. Yeah, definitely. That definitely is going to affect your channel.
Not the first time we've heard of that one, let me tell you. Yes.
Unfortunately.
I believe that, unfortunately. I'm sorry that's happened to you. To me, that's just like channel terrorism. That's exactly what I like to call it.
Yeah.
Sorry that is happening.
The Real Housewife, hello, how are you? And Cornish Exploring with Alex, hello, how are you as well? Pixelp Alive was asking if it applies only to global warming. Well, it is an example. They did the research for global warming, but it does symbolize and bring into the focus the example of how many things that are misinformation are actually still there and are being advertised with companies that are against the things that are in the video. So it's not going to be applicable just to that. It's about misinformation and rubbing against the guidelines altogether. So we'll have to wait and see how exactly and detailed it's going to be.
I'm sorry to hear that, Nevermore Antiques, excuse me. But Social Blade gives, I just want to correct onto it. It doesn't give the great information. I don't treat it as a tool. It's like a gadget that if you tap it twice, your lights turn on 3 or 4 times in a row. It does some neat things, but really don't use it much for anything as... It's not a YouTube tool. It's not Social Blade. It's not TubeBuddy. It's not Morning Fame and stuff like that. I just got to say, because we've been telling people that a lot, just be very careful with it. Take it at Grand Island. Like, we have people come in and say, oh my God, guess what? Oh my God, I'm going to be at 1,484 in less than 3 months now. And and it's because Social Blade told them. That kind of stuff is all just relative. It's like when you fill up your car with gas. If you've been driving around the city, you're not going to get near as much mileage. When you fill it up, it tells you how many more miles or kilometers you got to go, versus if you were doing a road trip. Just be very careful with their information. It's not that it's a bad... It does what it does well, but it's not really there to help too much. Okay, Foraging is in the house. Oh my God, how are you? You never have to apologize. You know that better than anybody. You're always welcome anytime you can make it. Same with us. It's been so busy, but it's great to see you. Thank you for coming.
And Pixel Live is summarizing it pretty well. So what it means that fact checking on your videos will be more important than ever, and that's exactly what it is about at the end of the day. Climate change or not, if anything is going to come out of this within regards to content policy changes on YouTube, because advertisers are going to be start to pull out otherwise, it is going to be fact checking your videos. And Facebook have been trying to, and Instagram, especially Instagram, and not so successfully, have been trying to deal with it already, and I think YouTube is definitely looks like it's next in line for that. So fact checking, like we always say for us, we always refer to the regular main sources down below. Like we are gonna link the full source from today down below in description as well, and that's definitely counts to that too.
I just want to mention, guys, I found this story Xenia was at the dentist. Why does it bother me so much when we're limited monetization? Here's one document that I read partly through, but Xenia was reading on her break between her session today. This is what she went through for tonight's topic. I'm not done yet. I'm only halfway. Just for tonight. And that's what gets me so angry. That's why by times I'm asking you guys to help tweet it out and share stuff like that. Because it is so much work to sit there and see a yellow coin come up in the first 3 minutes, or like tonight, the moment we hit go. So there you go. There's an example. There is an example, plus the other ones. Because what happened is I found the article. I started reading onto it. Then I messaged her. Then I found the other article. Then Xenia went and grabbed this stuff and started reading it on her laptop where she was at the dentist, and put all this together. Then plus make the thumbnail, plus do everything that's got to happen. It is disheartening, and I'm not trying to turn into a pity session. It's the frustration, and then you see tonight where you see the whole principle. YouTube, who speaks nothing on its high stick about real truth, real information, blah 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 blah, and then you find out they can't even do that. Right? They're going and putting money, not directly. They're not, and even the charities realize that it's not done directly, but the way they're set up and can't monitor it. They're actually putting the ads of people who are trying to promote climate change information, proper climate change information up on the sites of people that are just basically spitting in their face about it. That's what's so frustrating about this platform sometimes. It really is, it's frustrating. Well, Buzzification, thank you so much. And thank you to all you guys. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. It is good information. And it's a look again once, these are all kind of right on the fringe. This is where stuff like COPA and all that began with, is articles like this that didn't get much feedback. They weren't one day, oh, we're going to go crazy on YouTube. Oh, adpocalypse. It didn't start that way. It's by digging and finding these first initial signs that something might be up. So,
and like I said with that, COPA, when we reported about that in September and asked a couple of bigger YouTubers their thoughts about what is going on, they said, well, it's going to affect only family channels. Don't worry about that. And we're like, no. Let's talk about this. There's something more than that. And it was, as you know, it turned into a huge fiasco for tons of YouTubers, not only family YouTubers. And we talked about it in September. YouTube only brought it up in November. Everybody started making their videos about that. And it is catching these initial signs, so you can get your channels ready beforehand, because oftentimes afterwards it's too late. What will happen about opinions? Right now I'm doing videos about how we can use brain science when creating teaching models, and I have opinions on how they interpret the signs. Well, I don't have an answer to this. I would say opinions are opinions, but you can argue that anti-vaxxers, for example, also have opinion. So I don't know. I don't have an answer to this. Can't really scrutinize this just yet. We don't have enough information to that. Like we said, it's just at the beginning, the very beginning of this, that is gonna come into most likely some more content changes and restrictions for YouTubers at the end of it. Hillbilly Drift Farmer.
Yes.
Hello.
How are you? I was just typing hi to you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Now, Commander Vlogs, you're never going to see any analytics for kids under 13 because it doesn't show up in your analytics. So even if the kids under 13 are watching you, it doesn't show up as a default. So only YouTube has that information, you don't. Just because it doesn't show up there doesn't mean that it's true. And YouTube has said that, COPA, FTC has said that too, because you're not supposed to use YouTube if you're under 13. We all know that that's not true. 89% of kids from 8 to 16 are actually using YouTube and not YouTube kids. So relying on that, saying that, well, my kids are not watching my content, that is not relative. Even FTC said that they're not going to be accepting, for US especially residents, if they are going to be charging anybody with their fines, they're not going to be accepting the analytics of the age population from your YouTube channel as a proof of that, because you don't have the whole picture. Yes, exactly. Lots of people. Yeah, I know. COPA is a whole separate thing. We have a whole playlist on COPA, guys.
Yep.
Oftentimes it feels like YouTube is like university. There's always something to read, always to write a presentation about every day.
But it's always like you got to test before you get notified to study. That's the hard thing with YouTube. That's why you got to look for these signs where you can get them. Because more times we get caught with our pants down, for lack of, pardon the term. But they're so good at just throwing something out there on a light notification. And so many channels pay for it and get hit with it and get frustrated with it.
Commander Vlogs, yeah, definitely. If your channel is not made for kids, it's definitely going to go up because it knows more where to suggest to. My non-traditional life, has creator been fined directly yet by FTC? No, because it hasn't been fully verified by the House. Now, if you joined our live stream, the last COPA live stream, we talked about how there is a new suggestion in the House suggested by two senators, to raise the age requirement from 13 to 16. So that's what they're doing now. They're gonna think and discuss and vote on either to leave it the way it is now, that has been into place since January 1st, or to raise it up to age of 16. So until that comes into the place or doesn't, I don't think they're going to be charging anybody or fining anybody. But like we said, there's a difference between COPA and YouTube. YouTube has already its guidelines set, and that definitely is coming into place. There have been channels terminated, videos deleted, strikes issued, and everything else with regards to not marking it correctly and so on. Jenny O'Brien, hello, how are you? Our birthday girl from yesterday. How is it going?
I don't think she wants to hear that again. I think she heard
I
a
don't
birthday
know.
out of us yesterday.
Octay Duggan, hello, how are you? Yeah, lost subscribers, the Shane family. I know. I feel for you guys. The whole community, it's crazy. And I seen that Lucky Beach Thoughts was saying that they didn't get notifications that we are live. Obviously, that's exactly what we're talking about. Yellow coin doesn't get that bell ringing. So the best way to know when we are live is to check our schedule that is in our description as well as about section and put those times in your calendar. Google Calendar, email calendar, phone calendar, wherever you are. We're always at the same time on the same days. So put that in calendar. That's more reliable than YouTube. And I know some people that have actually done that. Well, guys, we're definitely going to be jumping into the questions as well, so get those ready soon. I do have some questions from yesterday. I also do have questions on Discord that you guys have been leaving for this Tech Talk Tuesday, so don't go anywhere. We'll get to those shortly. Luckily, I know yours, Jeff. Well, thank you so much, Big Selfie. Thank you.
Oh, you're so kind. Oh my God. I've also added it too, guys, if you don't know, to our browser now. I guess this is really small for you to see, but on the top left corner as well now. We don't have it for each show, but a lot of the playlists as well have it too. So there's all kinds of places to check. I'm going to be changing those around a little bit more in the near future. All of our different shows are there for the most part, though. All kinds of places, as well as the about section, description.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. We put it everywhere, shamelessly.
That's right. And you guys have been so amazing. Thank you. Yes, we're usually on at 7 except for Thursday and Friday. That's right. Thursday at 1 and Friday at 9. Thank you so much, guys. You're super amazing. Mickey Sightings, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Grandma Ducky's here as well. Hello.
Great to see you. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Good Butchie Boy was upset yesterday. He was trying to get you to know on here.
Well, we sang your birthday song. I'm not sure if you were in the live stream at the time, but if you go at the very end, we did sing you a happy birthday song.
We did. We most certainly did. We were bellowing it out across the hilltops.
And that's thanks to him. So we just couldn't do it in the middle of the live stream, but yes, definitely. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. The unicorn, the first unicorn of the night. Lucky Beach Slots, thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. She said, I looked at the clock and was like, I feel like I would have annoyed Andrew by now by super stickering. I had to check if you guys were live. It's super sticker o'clock. I love that. It's super sticker o'clock. Oh, I love this. Oh my God, you guys are amazing.
And Mickey Sightings, we're doing great. Hope you are as well. How's the weather for you? Starting to warm up some. I think it's around -9 right now Celsius, so that's a lot warmer than what it's been. I wouldn't say go out in beach wear or anything like that, but it's a nice change. You don't completely turn into an icicle when you walk out the door. Have a great night, Cindy and Andrew. I have got to go. I'll see you next time. Randy's Paranormal, thank you so much for coming. Always great to have you in here. Thank you so very much.
Didn't say it, but okay.
Yeah,
Drone Cakes and Darwin. My cake just arrived in the mail. Thanks for sending it. Had a big bite taken out of it, though. Must have been the post. I know. And who sent it? Because I was looking for my cake and it was missing. So somebody must have sent it to you, you know? That's what I figured. Well, that's okay. That's okay. What is the deal with the applause button? I see some channels got it and some don't. That's an experimental feature that you can actually give a tip to the video. So some of the video creators have this applause button, which basically, if you like the video, you can click it and I don't know if it automatically does now, or you can choose the amount of money you want to give to the creator. So you don't have to have live streams to have that option. It also works on videos, but it is a very small amount of creators and it's still run as experiment. Nostrada,
can you please message us privately about that, please? That's the best way to do it, not in the chat. Thank you. JH Aquatics, thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for everything. You're always, you know, it's nice when we got to meet people like you through the interview and stuff like that, and you keep coming back, and that is always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so very much for that. Unicorp's Tales, hello again. Hope you're doing fantastic. Oh, Nana, we're doing fantastic. And how about you? Great to see you. Oh, okay. I'll give them one chance because I said already.
It is $2. There you go. They can do it several times. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for letting it know because, Lottery of Life actually were the one that talked about that on Twitter, and I haven't seen it personally yet on any channel.
I sure hope they don't give me the applause button. What torture that would be.
But it only works for videos right now, so that would benefit the channels who have only edited content. And Lottery of Life put it out on Twitter, I think it was a month ago, was it? Something like that they were running that. But it's super small amount of people just yet, so we'll have to wait and see. That would be super cool.
I think it's a fantastic idea. It really is, because with all the new monetizing features have all been geared towards live streams. I think it is right. They finally get some stuff down for people creating videos. So I think
only on desktop right now. Thank you. There you go. Only on desktop available right now. Hopefully they roll it out more. Inks World, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Look at the channels apply your Alex. Well, thank you. Yeah, that means that you guys are asking for random reviews, I hear.
Yes. We haven't done that in a while. It is time for one soon.
We'll have to do that one soon.
God, I can't even think of the last time. I think it was maybe like November or something like that the last time.
Probably. We did a couple of them back then, and I haven't done that since. That's awesome.
Farmall Fanatic is in the house. Mr.
Oh, no.
Mr.
No.
Boom! There you go.
Why do you have to copy him? That's what I don't understand.
I'm not copying. That's why all that echo, I had to distort it completely. It's paying homage.
Only Farmall can say boom the way he says it. Otherwise, it's boom boom or whatever. So I wouldn't even try that.
If I ever say boom boom, please just poison my next meal for me and do me a favor.
I'm not sure Pixelpy Live. I don't know. It is an experimental feature right now. Available through desktop only for videos. So live stream is still a live stream even when it is uploaded. Like after upload, it's still a live stream. It's not a video.
Ne Estrada, I'm not having the best night, so I'm going to talk very clear. Ne Estrada, next time I'm going to tell you, this is why I asked you numerous times, please, to message us privately. Why did we remove everything in that? Because you keep posting the same things over and over and over in the chat. There's a lot of creators in here. They're not doing that, so it's respect for each creator. I asked you to do it privately, so I wouldn't say it publicly. That's the best way to address this. Find out on our homepage. There's our Twitter. There's everything there, and then send us a message, and we'll work on that. So there you go.
Leonard Shea is here. Hello, how are you? Brittany Da. Hello, how are you as well?
Oh, look, the vein in the middle of my forehead come to say hi. I gotta guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so how about those questions?
Leonard Shea, how are you? Good to see you. All right.
Okay, so we do have a couple questions here already in Discord and from yesterday. So we're going to jump onto those first. And then if you do have any questions, we're going to get to those too as well.
Okay.
You're good? You're good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Can the vein answer a couple? The thrifting Goombas in the house, how are you?
So now Barry was asking a question. So should I still network when I can't upload any new content for a bit as my laptop is broken? Well, basically, should you still be networking with other channels or comment on other channels and etc. if you're not posting any of your own content?
Yes, but I would definitely try to find ways, and I'm guessing then you mean you're on your phone. There's lots of people that are creating their whole channel based on their phone. I would still try to find ways to keep content coming in some shape or form. As pauses between it, you find new creative ways to just get something up there. You maybe not do your full run, but I would still try to keep something coming up though as well. It's good to know, but you need also material in there to watch or make changes to your channel. Cardoso Media is a fantastic example, a great channel that up until recently was doing everything on their phone. Blew us away because we never even guessed.
Yeah.
So there is always options there. I would definitely try to keep something coming.
Yankees Outdoors still does everything on the phone. Yeah. Even green screen is on the phone.
That's true. That's right. There's many doing it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of good creators out there. That's all they're using. So, by the way, hello to Ghost Pirate, Dickie Beer Reviews, and Ozzy is in the house. You're not late. It's always great to have you in. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you guys. Guys, if you can hit the like button, if you can tweet it out. Yes, we're yellow coined again. I don't know. YouTube just. Yeah. So if you guys can let them know, that would be absolutely awesome. What's the next question, hon?
Your next question was from Thrifting Goomba. What is your opinion about asking people watching to subscribe, hit the bell, and hit the thumbs up? I would add watch in full to that sentence too. No.
Well, yes, and I mean, in the context of it, here, where I'm putting up here, much love to you all, smash the like button. That you need to put reminders into it. You got to do call to actions. They're very important. You don't want to go to a point of starting to formally somebody, especially when they're watching your video and that. Just, even the big ones is mostly always just like and subscribe. If you got them that far, at least you got a chance to go for. You don't want to cross the line and then get into where you're dictating how people do something, because that can kind of come back. We're talking for your videos and that. Just reminders of that is a good thing, because people do forget. You see me do the, guys, the ground is shaking. Let's shake the ground. Let's hit that like button. You would not believe how much that helps for likes. Xenia was a naysayer, right?
Yeah, I know. I didn't like it at first, but it works.
I've seen times where it's gone over 35, 40 in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or, roughly, we'll say 20 seconds by doing that. We wouldn't do it if it didn't help. It really does help out a lot. So, but yeah, just don't start dictating in that one. You want people to enjoy your videos going on. You're just giving a reminder. Like even Tony and Chelsea, they're over 1 million or 1.3 or so. They start a reminder, and it's actually kind of simple for them, because that surprised me. But all they do is have the subscribe button come up, and a click and a bell in the middle of their video. Just do it early on in your videos, and that's a big thing, because don't wait to the end, because then you've lost a large majority of your viewers. So and that happens to everybody, so don't feel bad. Not everybody's going to stay till the end. YouTube getting annoyed with you guys? Yeah, I guess it's looking that way. It is looking that way.
Yeah, definitely call to action. We didn't do anything of that in the first year of our YouTubing, and I wish we would. We kind of...
when you talk about the biggest mistake, and you always answer, we should have got into merchandising earlier.
Yeah.
We should have been doing this earlier.
Yes, definitely.
That's my opinion. That would be my answer.
I think it's also because of where we kind of came. Why?
Because we came from a place where everybody was dictating how you do everything on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe, do this on top of your head. There was a list, like a whole chain of command that went with it. So we just didn't want to touch it at all and look like we were even associated. But we were shooting ourselves in the foot by not doing it when it was said and done.
Yeah.
It's a happy medium like everything else. And we got so jaded by the other part, we didn't go into the happy medium side.
And I would definitely do that at the very beginning of your video and at the end, because 95% of the people don't get to the end of the video anyway. So you definitely want to have that majority of people seeing it. So include that. Well, lots of bigger YouTubers actually do that at the very beginning when they say hi and then say, and remember to click that like button and subscribe. And then they start their whatever subject they're talking about. So take example from that.
If you're setting your video up right, it's going to be like, holy God, that plane's coming. Holy God, oh my God. Whew, that was close. All right, guys, let's get back into it. And then they jump right into it. Guys, great to have you in here. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and then jump into your intro and your video. Set your teaser, then your call to action, then your intro, and then off to the story. Hook them right in the beginning. Show about 15, 20 seconds of your best part of your whole story. Then do your call to action. Then do your intro. Short intro, for the love of God. Short intro. Intros are intros, not second movies. 5 seconds is more than enough. And then jump into your story and tell it. Get everybody hooked. Then the reminder, because they like what you're doing. Oh my God, this is exciting. Yeah, I got to hit the like button. There's some good stuff on here. And then they get on with the story and find out what happened that tells the story about that first 15, 20 seconds you showed at the beginning.
Barry, the engagement can be in different forms, not just a video putting. Like, for example, when we had our Christmas holidays, we were still engaging with you guys. Not, of course, at the level when we are live streaming, but we were still doing it. Community section, Twitter, Instagram, here and there, just being present, so to say. It definitely helps. Just putting videos out is... putting videos out is not the only way of interacting, and it definitely shouldn't be the only way. And that's why we always say about building your audience outside of YouTube as well. So you have these ways of connecting with them outside of YouTube as well. And Tiki's Beer Reviews News needs new intro.
No, guys, I'm not talking about anybody specifically, just stuff I see along the way sometimes. Just wanted to put that reminder out. An intro is an intro. I want to welcome Janella Spice here as well. Welcome. How are you tonight? Great to have you in here. Video creator, vlogger. I got your channel up. I'll check it out after the live stream. It's great to have you in. Welcome.
Yeah, definitely Pixelp Live. And from psychology point of view, always remember to remind people to subscribe, not to not do something, but to do something. That's just psychologically works better on kids and on adults.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, I have tried building my audience outside of YouTube, but have yet to take off anywhere else. My Instagram, Twitter audiences are so tiny. Well, definitely, our audiences outside of YouTube are smaller than on YouTube as well. But nevertheless, it still gives us a different types of platforms and places to connect with you guys outside of YouTube, and that's okay. You can't have equally big, especially at the beginning, all of them. YouTube is your hub, and the rest is kind of the helping agents, you know.
And remember, guys, you might notice this a lot. Like certain outside sources are good for certain things. It's good to try them all, but depending on what you do, some are going to be better. And for instance, Facebook, for a lot of points, if you're certain channels that appeal to especially 35 and older crowd, you can find some great groups in there. Just remember, the groups aren't the best at subscribing. There's a real phobia sometimes with the Facebook people coming over, and we even see that with our own friends and family and stuff like that. It's like, oh wow, you're on YouTube. Yeah, it's going good. Oh, that's so cool in that. Yeah, you should check it out sometime in that. Oh, no. It's not like they've never watched a YouTube video. But there's something about with YouTube, they think they're going to have to like sign up and give their mortgage papers to get on here. I don't know what the phobia puts into them, but it does. It's a really hard cross. So a lot of them will tend to watch, but they might not subscribe. But if you put those reminders in, you have a better chance of getting them to. Because they're worried about setting up another account. I think it's the hassle. I wish there was something easier for YouTubers, viewers to do.
Well, they should and somebody said in the chat that yesterday, they should be differentiating viewers and the people that do have videos.
Yes.
Because they kind of treat them all the same. Like your account is account, basically. It doesn't matter if you have videos or if you don't have videos, and they all are in the same pool, which doesn't really seem right. Because it also, the same as it limits subscribe amount that you can subscribe to. Like, what if I'm just a viewer and I want to subscribe to thousands of channels? Why do I have to have subscribers subscribe to me when I don't have a content? It just doesn't make sense, but, you know.
It is. It should be a lot easier process to be, because it allows you to interact in that. I have noticed people I know personally be more willing to friend me on other platforms that's not willing to watch my videos or subscribe. Yes, I agree. I agree with that. My non-traditional life very much. I'm sure that's the same thing for us.
My most viewed video got so many because someone posted it to Facebook group. It's all about hitting the right group. Of course, you got to go where your audience is. First, you got to define what your audience is, like Pixelp was saying yesterday as well, and then go where it is hanging out.
But views and subscribers is two different things.
Yes.
And that's where you get a lot of viewers. If we have a cat that's playing in wool, cutesy little video, I'm going to get that into Facebook as fast as humanly possible because that can get shared like crazy. But it doesn't mean I couldn't get a 5 million views out of something like that, but maybe only get 5,000 subscribers. And that doesn't, I mean, hell, I wouldn't turn down 5,000 subscribers, but per capita, it's not going to bring in as much as a subscribing audience. It's going to be more of a viewing audience. They'll look at it, they'll say, that's sweet, oh my God, Aunt Jenny's going to love this, and then Aunt Jenny can't wait to share it with her friend Babs, and blah, 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. But there's not a lot of subscribing happening through that process. But that's okay too. I mean, in the end, views is what counts. Is you got people viewing. You want subscribers. You need subscribers. But if you're getting views, you're getting traction. That means your next video might get you more subscribers. It's you're not going to shoot a gift horse in the mouth. Is what it comes down to.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So now we do have a couple other questions here as well. I will grab them from the chat here. And thank you so much for posting the questions on Discord. You guys can always do that. Just go to our Discord and question page there and leave your question there if you have it in the middle of the week, let's say.
Welcome, Just B&E, Expedition Greg, and Creating Julie. Welcome.
So the question was here, and we did talk about it a lot yesterday, but if you can just brush over that. D-Crack was asking yesterday, Does your channel have to have a certain niche, or can you be a channel that does different types of videos? Now, the short answer, because we did talk about it yesterday, and if you missed that, you definitely should be watching about how you can tank your channel with frogs featured yesterday. If you missed that, I would definitely suggest going over and checking that out, because that's part of the subject that we were talking about just yesterday, and the link is down below in the description as well. I wondered if you were going to do the sound or not. So.
I don't have the sound.
Oh,
hold on.
So that was yesterday. If you missed that, check it out. It's still on our homepage as well and in the description. Talk about niches, and I will answer this short because we talked about it yesterday. You can do on your channel whatever you want, and sometimes, yes, you're lucky 1 percentile, people fall in love with you and they watch whatever you're putting out there. You know, you sitting in a bathroom or are you making a cinematic will be treated the same way. But that's very rare. That's 1 percentile. Other than that, when people go to the ice cream store, they don't expect pickles there, okay? That's what it's always about. If you're going to the store for ice cream, you're not expecting pickles there. So choose one, and the more niched is better. And yesterday I brought an example about dogs or flowers, whatever you want to choose. Dogs is already niche. But if you choose a special breed, a specific breed, and only make a video just about that specific breed, well, that's going to be a super niche, and that's what you should be focusing on, because that is going to be growing the best. That said, though, there's a lot of factors in it involved. So if you are putting metadata and everything else correctly in your video and you're super niche, then yes, you're going to be growing much faster than somebody who is a variety channel, because that's just how YouTube works. It knows better who to suggest you, and therefore all of the other metrics are higher in analytics as well, and therefore it pushes you more. So it all connects, connect the dots, so to say. If one thing is good, the other ones are good as well. So yes, I would suggest have a niched channel, and if you don't do that, it's up to you. Just know what the results are. Don't expect a super fast growth if you are a variety channel, because it's just not the way it happens. It stalls at some point because YouTube doesn't know who to suggest you to anymore. Nathan,
how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Carolina Bass Hunter, I was trying to look for the puke emoji, but I couldn't get it in time. Maybe you could try Pickles ice cream.
Unbranded me, please make a sentence, or I will have to time you out. Make a sentence, be a human. Oh, Commander Vlogs. Well, thank you.
Oh my God, thank you so very much.
So we talked about it a little bit more into detail yesterday, so I don't want to repeat all of that. Check it out from yesterday's live stream on that. MC Slots 8084 asked, what is your advice on growing within subscribers and watch time? Well, this is a two-part question, okay? Now, first of all, I can just say, and go watch all of the Tech Talk Tuesdays on our playlist, because any question that you guys are asking is related to growing watch time, views, and subscribers. Isn't that what we all are doing here? Because that's what is important for YouTube. Now, I know the answer. You know, for watch time. What is the best way to get watch time?
Playlist on your homepage.
Yeah.
Playlist on your homepage.
Definitely. Playlist on your homepage, knowing the length of your video. That's why we brought up Caroso Media as well today. Is shorter videos sometimes work much better because people are more tending to binge watch them and to watch them, when they have 5 minutes when they're waiting for the bus at a bus stop, than if it's a 30-minute one, right? So you're going to look in your analytics and really see where people are falling off and how short your videos should be to gain the views and watch time.
Incuse. Sorry, I was reading. Have a good night, Incuse. Incuse is waiting. Is the question closed for Incuse World?
Yeah, I do have a question. I did my first call out today. How important are they to do when first starting?
Excellent. Quicker the better. I always think, though, it's nice. Some people think, oh my God, I'll just do collabs. Anybody asks for a collab, I'm going to do it. Just make sure it's beneficial for your channel. Make sure it has a chance of bringing the audience. And it's great when you do it in different niches, because you open yourself up to a whole new group that might love what you do, even though that's not their... Just because they have a niche on YouTube doesn't mean that's their sole interest. They're great. Just don't... Some people do that, and we got people were pushing us, especially at the beginning. Collab with me, collab with me, collab with me, collab with me. And it's like, find collabs that are going to really benefit you. That's just make sure they're the right ones, that they're going to further your channel and run with it. It's a great way to expand your channel. Grimes Finds has been collabing with everybody for that reason. And look how his channel has grown. I mean, they have great content and great stuff. Don't get me wrong. But collabs have been a big help to him through that. So,
well, for us as well, if you look in our first 2 years, as we mentioned, we do have interviews.
Yeah.
Those are collabs. You might not see it that way because it's an interview,
True,
but in fact, it is a collaboration. It's another channel, another creator, or another creative coming to our channel to have an interview is a collab. So having 2 years of interviews, in the first year, we literally were doing creators every day. Every day there was an interview with somebody. It definitely helped growing our channel because it attracts the base of that person who are you collabing with, right?
Like Jage Aquatics is there. You seen him in the chat tonight. He was here. Doctor's thinking he was on the first season, but he was here.
Yeah, and definitely a lot of people from fish community, from aquarium communities coming because we had Jade Aquatics on our interview and so on and so on. So it definitely helps, but I agree what Andrew said, that you have to be selective in who you are choosing to doing it, but go for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just don't do a collab for the sake of collab. Just make sure it's got some benefit for you.
Yeah. Quicksilver, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Jonathan Roseberry, how are you doing? And yes, I see here that playlists have been helping people. That's right. Remember, playlists are also searchable, especially if you do keywords and descriptions and titles of them, customize them. They are searchable, which means that there are more options for people to find you and your content, and therefore your views and watch time. Next question was here. The creator asked, does YouTube automatically upload a live stream, or can it be toggled off? I'm thinking of streaming my videos, but don't really want to save the stream as a video.
Sorry, I was reading. Because I'm moving some stuff around. I apologize.
Well, it does automatically upload as a video, obviously, but you can delete it. Now, you're going to remember that anything that you hide or delete is not going to be counting to your public watch hour. So if you're somebody who is waiting to be monetized, really look into what you're doing, because first of all, a lot of unlisted live streams is going to most likely trigger you not being monetized for a long time. We have had channels with that experience, have been waiting for monetization for a whole year, and because they had hundreds of live streams unlisted. But also the unlisted and private and obviously deleted live streams are not counting towards your public watch hours. So you might think you have 4,000 hours because, you have unlisted videos, but those doesn't count. Only the public ones count. So just make sure that you know that before you get rid of any. Chris's channel. Hello, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. And Miss Full Roller as well. Welcome back. And Jonathan Rosberry, welcome. Roseberry, excuse me. Firewall Studios, Chris, welcome. How are you tonight? Hope all is well.
Pixelpy Live, I do agree. You're definitely going to think about what kind of niche you're growing. But K to 12 is huge niche. Like there, I would tell you choose one. Okay? Grade 4 math or math only, or like it has to be super niche. Education for elementary or education for kids is huge niche. It's not super niche. You got to choose a super niche to have that growth that is more focused for YouTube.
Canadian Drone Hub is in the house. Roger, how are you? Great to see you. You Drone is here. Hope you're doing fantastic. And an Anonymous Biker USA. Great to see you. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's Roger. Remember my talk this morning with you guys? By the time we hit the go button tonight, go live, there it is. Another day, another gold coin. Limited monetization again. So we had a chat on Roger's channel this morning about this. So there you go. YouTube, that's roughly it's 8 out of the last 10 have been limited monetization with the first 10 minutes of us going live. This one literally tonight when I hit the button, it poofed. And every one of them gets turned. Every one of them comes back to green after when they're not much help to us. But crap, my dad makes me watch. Great to see. Hope you're doing fantastic. JM Moving Pictures, welcome. YT Cheese, welcome. Suzax, how are you? Oh, I love it. You're always so sweet. Good to see you. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's a pleasure to have you all. Yes, folks, we are limited to monetization. Blue Tea Idaho, welcome as well. If you guys can hit that like button, and if anybody can share it out, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. It does make up for what YouTube is doing. And you guys have been nothing short of fantastic again tonight. And as I was telling you, it's we love doing what we do with you guys and that. And it's no reflection on doing with you. It is just frustrating sometimes with the work that's put into shows. And the YouTube algorithm doesn't even give you a chance to get out of the gate before they hit. So I have to commend you. I'd be pissed, Farmal says. Yeah. Well...
Yes, Pixelby, I do.
He's right, and I think Fireball's trying to edge me on. I think of Homer, you know, like when Bart gets him to finally blow a gasket.
Oh my God, guys.
Oh my God. Natural Stay Beauty, welcome.
Now, next question was coming from yesterday from the real housewife who asked about affiliate stuff. Now, you got to do a lot of research, and most likely we're going to do a separate live stream about it because there's just so much to talk about. But to just throw something to you so you can check it out for yourself is, first of all, at the bottom of almost every website, for example, Walmart. Did you know that you can be affiliate with Walmart? Target? Yes, you can. That's right. If you scroll at the very bottom of any webpage, usually if they do have it, they usually says it affiliate links or contact us, and you can check it. Thank you so much for from a fanatic. So at the bottom of the page, it usually offers affiliation. So when you click on that, it usually asks you to fill out a form, and then it asks for social media links, you know, what your channel is about and so on. And some of them, like Walmart, is quite automatic. You just have to fill it out, and they give you a referral link that you can use, and Target the same. And some of them, like Amazon, for example, you have to apply and wait for them to confirm you, and sometimes they don't. So that's one of the things. Just check it yourself on the, on the websites that you use the most, because you want to suggest something that you're using. Also, make sure when you do use affiliate links that they are corresponding to the content that you're making. Okay. I don't know if it is a sweet making channel, don't suggest a tractor selling affiliate link. Okay, because that's against community guidelines. It has to be within the content that you are talking about. So you can't just stuff it with 100 affiliate links that has nothing to do with the content you're making. So that's one of the newer content policy changes. Make sure that you know that.
Jonathan Roseberry, love what you all do for people. Well, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. That's really kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Thank you.
If you're over 5K, you can always go and suggest yourself to FameBit. That's a platform that offers sponsorships and affiliations with different brands. It's YouTube's owned brand that connects sponsors with creators. A link is in the chat. It's called FameBit. If you're somebody that makes, if you are a female creator, or maybe you are into makeup as a male, you can always go to influencer.com. I actually have gotten free boxes of makeup from influencer.com. All you have to do there is just literally just to post a picture. They don't doesn't have to be like a good review, just a picture of stuff on your Instagram or Facebook, and you get free makeup. Why not, right? So there are just a couple examples. We're definitely going to do a live stream a little bit detailed on that because there's just so much to it. But like I said, check the website at the bottom, wherever you are liking to visit on your own pace. Lots of them has affiliation links, and make sure that the ones that you include are within the guidelines, IT, with the content that you're creating.
Oh my God. Hang on.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much, the real housewife. Mwah! Thank you so much. Thank you. If you do a real housewife, if you do have any other specific questions about that, DM me on Twitter and maybe I can answer you that, because I've done a lot of research on that too.
Thank you, the real housewife. I do appreciate it very much, though, nonetheless. Looking at Andrew some days, I think he is the result of the testing of lipstick. Yeah.
Okay, we do have a couple of questions about COPA, so we're gonna try to put them all in one.
I hope I can copa with them all. Never seen our thumbnails?
Okay, I'm
One
gonna
bad
ask
innuendo after
questions.
another.
Okay, we have a couple questions about COPA. I'm gonna leave those for the end. So we're gonna ask the ones from Mickey Sightings. Asked, I feel bad about unsubbing from channels, but we find ourselves in a position where we have subbed to more than channels and we have subscribers. What should we do? Talking about the prison.
What can you do? I mean,
get more subscribers.
Yeah, more subscribers, and you'll go up exponentially with it. Maybe it's a good time now to work on your channel and try and get and see before you go stop following people. See which ones are actually still following you, and by maybe making changes to your channel, taking that time to up it, you can get more subscribers, which means you can open up to subscribing to more channels as well. I don't want to make it sound like that because I don't want to give the key to just subscribing to other channels. Use it. Make sure your channel is getting lots of love and attention. That's the number one thing.
Yeah, it's not a solution to unsubscribe from channels. It's a solution is to look into your content, to how you can make it better, how you can grow. And usually the purgatory of YouTube for not allowing you to subscribe anyone doesn't last for long. It's usually a couple hours, couple of days at the most. So it's not forever. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much. 54 Punchy is the second unicorn of the night. Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. Thank you.
So animated over the top.
Thank you.
Thank you, 54 Punchy. Thanks for getting her all wound up. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Celebratory Vince Aguera, how are you? It's great to see you. And Wingman Photography as well. Great to see you both. I know, Salvatore, you've been in for a little bit. Sorry I didn't get a chance to say hi. It's great to have you in here. Oh, for the love of
yesterday
God,
I didn't have my box here.
Everything.
Okay, the next question.
Your box is always there.
No, yesterday it wasn't there. Orange Cone Vlog asked, I have the opposite situation, more on Twitter and Facebook than YouTube. What are your suggestions?
Whoa. Read that again. I want to make sure I got that because I missed the last part.
Orange Cone Vlog said, I have an opposite situation, more on Twitter and Facebook followers than on YouTube. What are your suggestions?
Well, that's going to be very hard. You're going to have to make content if you want to bring them over. If that's your goal, once again, it's going to be hard to get them to subscribe. But if you want them as viewers more, you're going to just keep making content more that they like to click onto and just accept the fact that a lot of them are not going to subscribe, which is okay. But there you can then try and market it more through the YouTube realm and through Twitter and places to get more people that will actually subscribe. But once again, you got to add call to actions in the beginning, early part of your videos, and give more of a chance for people to hit the like and subscribe button.
Sometimes it just doesn't work. For example, podcasters has a hardest time to grow on YouTube. Like, you can do it the other way around and it's fine, but when you are a podcaster and you decide to do a channel, it just makes it so hard. And I remember touring Taste Buds, who actually have, I think, 30,000 subscribers on Twitter, followers, and they're barely over 1,000 on YouTube. It's just not happening. They have a blog, they have Twitter, they have everything, but YouTube is just not working for them.
They're good at what they do. They understand what they do. There's no, it's not like a learning curve thing or, it just doesn't seem to click for some reason. It's a really bizarre phenomena.
Definitely. Okay, well, now we have like a blitz, trio blitz of COPA questions.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Deshane Family Vlogs and more. At what age does your child not fall under the kid category?
13, but it might be turning to 16 if they follow through with the second bill.
Orange Cone Vlog asks, do you think that the concern over COPA is behind us at this point? And do you think that creators overreacted out of the fear of the unknown?
No, because you have to react because it was unknown. And first and foremost, that is a time to start wondering where you are. The ones that get hit directly really sucks. The scariest part is when you're in the gray area and you have no clue if you fall under it or not. It's never too early to get prepared. In the end, no matter where all this goes, YouTube is clamping down and getting more and more rigid. So if it's a chance to make your channel more conformable to the platform to future-proof it, it's well worth it.
And a question from, now where did it go? My goodness.
Hey, Metal Fish, how are you? Natural, how are you?
Question from Grandma Ducky, who asked, while connecting, I didn't realize how many kids gaming channels I clicked. By YouTube COPA standards, is that appropriate?
How many channels she clicked?
Yeah, YouTube Kids gaming channels. Like, the creators that are kids that are gaming.
Yeah, she's worried that because she joined them, or they're there in general?
They're in general. Is that appropriate?
I'm not sure how to answer that one. I'm not even sure I fully get what is the dilemma. You mean is that the point that they're
if they are over 13 and you don't know it, then it's fine.
Yeah,
they are within the rules.
That's what I'm wondering. There's some moral dilemma. You don't have to worry about that. That's YouTube's job to enforce their own laws. I mean, whether they're younger, older, you're not adding to the problem. YouTube has a set of standards that it has to try and have a policy for and maintain. If you click on something, you're not causing any grief or any heartache or especially any problems to your own channel in any shape or form.
Yeah, you can't force somebody.
No.
Sometimes there are kids that are watching our live stream, but although it is not our audience, we can't force them not to watch it.
If they come in and say they're 9, we got to throw them out. And I mean, if anybody's playing a joke, we'd have to anyways, because if we didn't, we can get in trouble.
Yeah,
that's the only. What else can we do? There's no age verification that we can run on anybody. And believe you me, I've seen a lot of 50-some-year-olds act worse than a 9-year-old. So you can't go by actions on here. So you're kind of left to your own demise. So.
Melly93. Well, you see, this question we answered yesterday. I just did a gamer night on my channel, and I'm a food reviewer. Was that a good idea? Make another channel that you do your gaming, and then you can feature that live stream on your main channel if you want those people that you want to connect with to come and watch you play. I wouldn't be doing that. It has nothing to do with food. It's gonna ground your channel eventually and just put the views down. I really wouldn't suggest doing that.
That falls through a lot, and that's the whole problem with like live streams in general. A lot of times, unless you're ready to commit to what you do as a channel and bring in the odd live stream, you're just basically opening the door for people who don't watch what you do or aren't interested in what you do to come in and join.
Yeah.
See, before it gets thrown back at us, you got to realize our channel's a hodgepodge. It's built around all of you guys' different niches meeting here. So, but for you, if you're growing turnips and turnips is all you're about and you live and die for turnips and your channel's been about turnips for 9 months, having a gaming night and stuff like that completely throws you off because, let's face it, you're bringing in a bunch of 17-year-olds that are obsessed with Fortnite coming in and grabbing onto it. Yes, there's that older gaming channel, don't get me wrong, but in the gist of it, you're bringing in a completely different demographic. And what happens is that surge of that, it's like, oh, wow. So let me get the algorithms like, oh, the 17-year-old group is really loving this channel. So guess what it does? It starts recommending you into that sphere. And you start getting more and more of it and less of your demographic that you seek.
Yeah, you're diluting your viewer audience.
It's nice to say, wow, I got a bunch more views that night, but at what cost? If you're hoarding off... when you show your turn-up videos and then you get nothing but comments underneath by some kids talking about everything under the sun that you don't want mentioned on there, it's not helping your channel. It's truly detrimental to your channel.
Definitely. If you can do something that would roof it under the same thing, like for us, although we do to the tech talk, the wheel, things like that, it's still YouTuber help for YouTubers. It's kind of the roof that we're going under, right? Is educating YouTubers. That's our niche. Well, if you can find a way to present, tag, describe all of those things, your videos, the way it goes under one roof, then it is going somewhere at least. Okay, it's still not the ideal. Like, we are not the ideal. We should be really having like 3 different channels.
Yep.
But we know that. We know the consequences. We know the results. But still, we are going in all the descriptions and all the tags and all of that. We are aiming under that one roof because you have to have your kind of the way you're going, right? The same with what you're doing. If you are a channel like Real Life here saying, like you are empty nester, that's great. That means that less connection went into the category of each video, more into empty nester descriptions, empty nester, more about that and less about what specific video is. But gaming and food, unless you try to somehow connect it, I don't know, you're mukbanging while you're gaming, I don't know. I really wouldn't suggest. In fact, I do know a lot of channels that have tried to implement gaming within because, everybody's gaming. And it's not ending well. Unless you're a huge YouTuber and people don't care what to do, they're just there. I wouldn't be doing it. Commander Vlogs here saying too that he was trying to do vlogs and actually was having two different channels, promoting vlogger channel on his gaming channel. In fact, only 15% of the people from gaming channel were going over there. So that just shows how much you would dilute it if you would do it 2-in-1 and eventually would ground your channel altogether.
And that's true what Xenia said about, our channel, we do pay a price for that. We know we do. And we're not gurus, I cannot say it enough. But if we have context to our channel, we start to fall into stuff like nicknames. Those guys are saying the same. Nick even said that about his channel. That's one of the hardest things to push on YouTube is the type of channel like we have.
Yeah, there's a ceiling to growth, as he was saying. These kind of channels are never going to be in like tens of millions because the audience, first of all, is not as big too.
That's right.
So you just got to know, and that's what we're all here about. We're not forcing you to do anything on your channel. It is your channel, and you are responsible for it. We're just informing you so you can make informed decisions. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat for a sparkling diamond. Jishandras, thank you so much. You are the diamond in our eye. One eye. Andrew's cyclops eye. Thank you so much.
Weeson, I think.
Well, we don't know.
Want to do different content? Just use another channel. Super easy to do with the same email address. Cross promote it if you like. You never know, but most people won't transfer, and that's okay. Nicholas said it easy. I just always tell people though, 2 channels is 3 times the work. OG-san. Okay, so it is because I thought like Ouija. OG-san. OG-san.
And
okay.
Yes, exactly. You can cross promote for sure. And now lots of people somehow don't do it. I don't know why. Talking about travel is a huge niche. Niche it down. I would definitely niche it down. Travel is like it's one of the niches, one of the major niches on YouTube. So that's not niched enough.
I brought him up last night. But he's just an example. But there's many. Is Farmall Fanatic, instead of doing just tractors and just doing farming, he concentrates on the Farmall brand, which is a classic kind of antique tractor. The same as Live the Life LTL is asking any suggestions for DIY. Find out if with whatever in the DIY sector you're into, find a way to niche into that. Find something that you're really good at in there that people aren't covering, and focus on that instead of being broad all across the DIY sector. Or whether it's knitting or diamond painting or whichever, even within that, find something within that you can specialize into. That's what it is. There, in layman's terms, you're looking like to become a specialist. Like there's all kinds of doctors, but of course we have a ton of specialists. You want to become a specialist in what you do on here. You want the algorithm to know that no doubt when somebody's looking for that specific thing, you are the place to go. The answers will be waiting there for them there. That's all the algorithm's job is how can I get people the answers fastest, not how pretty everything is, and that helps for the viewer to stay. For the algorithm, they want information concise that people keep going back time and time and time again for, and keep interacting with and sharing your links. When you do that, then you start looking for blogs that write about what you do, and get your videos to them and get them, so hopefully they'll start writing about them and referencing them, and Facebook groups or Twitter groups or wherever to start sharing what you do. That's what gets you into it. So think of it like a specialist.
Yeah, like an expert, exactly. Yep. You can't, if you are if you just put everything, whatever it comes into channel, it's like master of none. You can't be expert into everything, and what Andrew was saying is super important for AI, especially about section that we try to guide so much pushing to you. Why? Because, and I'll repeat that connection again, the more YouTube knows what your channel is about, the more specific it knows, the more specific it understands who to suggest your videos, what kind of viewer too. The more specific it knows who to suggest your videos on, that means that more people out of those who your video is shown to are going to be clicking on it instead of skipping it. That means that your CTR rate is going to be going up because the ratio between how many seen and how many clicked is going to be higher. That means that it's going to be suggested more, because the higher CTR is going to get you suggested more. That means more viewers, more watch time, and so on and so on. It snowballs from there. So that's why it makes so much sense to have it super niche. So you get presented to the people that are looking for you. So they see you every time, they click you and don't skip you. And that's what makes you grow.
Premier Hell, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Runny Egg, hope you're doing fantastic. Like, sure, thank you so much. Gill Skills Live is in the house. Good evening, peeps. Sorry I'm late. You know,
never late.
Enjoy the nap, my friend. Enjoy the nap. We know as fathers they're few and far between, so enjoy it. No worries. Hope you're doing fantastic. And Farmel says, I'd be at 100K if my channel was called John Deere Jerk. But no, I had to take the hard road. But
you might have too much competition there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you remember when I tell you guys about, like, ad locations and counties and stuff like that? You don't want to say that you're at Yosemite, because everybody can do that. But you also don't want to say you're at Jonathan's Creek where you and 9 other people know it. You want to be in the middle road. Something that's known, but it's not overdone. That's where you're always trying to be. You're trying to be that place that somebody can find that there's enough interest into it to garner the chance of a decent amount of viewers. But not too obscure, because then, yes, if somebody's looking for you, you'll be the one, because there's only you and 10 other people know it exists. But if you go right to the top as well, like John Deere, you could really be lost in a sea of tractor channels. So, really what you got is the middle road. And now what you're doing is, and this goes for everybody, guys, no matter what you do. So as a case study with Farmall, he's doing antique tractors, Farmall brand. So he's got to sell that and be everything that every Farmall fan would love to see. Every Farmall fan wants to know that if anybody's ever saying, including the algorithm, when it's asked, I wonder about this about a Farmall tractor or that about a Farmall tractor, it's right at the top of the algorithm's list to recommend. And as for you as well, I would really start trying to get into people writing about antique farming equipment and stuff like that, trying to get in with people who are doing a lot of homesteaders, because where he can also benefit from that is he can go into homesteading channels that people that are homesteading don't have a lot of money. They're not going out and buying the latest, greatest John Deere 4-wheel drive tractor. That's where yours can come in, because guess what? They're buying all that older stuff and fixing it up because they don't have enough money to make it happen. There's all these avenues. If you're into diamond painting, see, I don't know every niche 100%. But this is whether you're diamond painting, whether you're a mechanic, whether you're a cooking channel, whether you're whatever there is you got to find where you have the middle road. You're not conquering the most popular topic out of your niche, and also not the most minimal that nobody knows it. That's so obscure, one person looks for it every 6 months. Find the middle road and then become a specialist. Like I was just saying a while ago, there's lots of doctors, but it's the specialists that get noticed. It's the specialists they go to when they really need information for it. And the algorithm is going to pick up on that. It has no other choice but to, because that's where you shine. David Bill Vlogs, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. And Tara Cope, welcome. And we're getting rated by Murad. Oh, Murad's on a travel. Well, thank you so very much. That is awesome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We are limited monetization tonight, so we appreciate all the push, guys. Thank you very, very much.
See, Travel Odyssey doesn't have to be geographical niche. It could be the type of travel. It could be the way you're traveling. It's all about the presentation. Yep. It's you can wrap any present into 10 different papers, and that's what it's about. Any kind of content can be wrapped into different things.
We were talking about that last night with the wheel. Like the wheel was is basically like a case study of looking once again, and that's how we've tried to build our channel. Is looking through what is missing. Don't look at what's been done. Look at what's missing. That's where you find a niche for yourself. Don't look and say, oh, well, this one's doing good, so I'm going to do that. No, that's the worst thing you do. They're already doing that. Look for what's not being done. Look for what's not being done right, or what hasn't been combined yet to together make something new and original. Bearded Pickers in the house. How are you? Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. What a fantastic guy. A fantastic channel. Both channels, I should say. Uji-san says, almost forgot to give you a like. Oh, no worry, but thank you so very much for that, too. Appreciate it. And Gil Skills Live says, diverse niches through diverse channels. Exactly. Diverse is the key. That's what everybody, you know it yourself. That's exactly what you're looking for, is what you want to know about. And when I go looking for something, say, I don't know, I want to fix muffler in my car, okay? 2005, blah, 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 blah. Put it all in. Start looking. This guy talks too slow. Blech. This guy's too fast. Blech. Oh my God, 40 minutes, no thanks. What? What is he talking about? I don't understand it. He's in Portuguese. I can't understand. You're going through. That is genuine viewing. It takes a while to go through and find what you want. There's a lot of them I go in and I'm gone in 30 seconds because they don't have what I need. So you need to set your channel up for what people need, and then they're going to stay. There's no way around it. That's the whole point of why they're there, is to get some sort of information. And that means entertainment as well. So if you're doing any kind of entertainment channel, vlogging and all stuff like that, you're still giving a product that people need or they don't want. There's only two options into it. So you got to find out where you stand in that as well. Look at when Peter McKinnon got famous. My God, did you not get sick of watching B-roll after a while? I love Peter McKinnon with all my heart. I admire the hell out of him. It's not Peter McKinnon's fault. I was going to say fart for a second there. It's the 900 trillion channels that copied him after is the fault. Because everybody looked and said, oh my God, look at the views he's growing, and that's so stellar. I love it. I'm going to be just like him. Lick for lick, stamp for stamp. I'm sure some of them even sat down and put the video in the second part of their timeline and just copied. Oh, he did a B-roll there. Oh, he did a B-roll here. It was 3 seconds there. Oh, he turned around. I mean, it was disgusting. It was like the 80s. Why did the 80s rock die? Because everybody sounded the same by the end. Everybody sounded like Bon Jovi or Def Leppard. Same thing with here. Original, those guys didn't get popular by copying somebody. They got popular by doing their own thing and getting good at their own thing. Getting better at their own thing. That's the key to it. Originality, usefulness. You have to have all those key elements to have a channel. You got to have something really original, but if it's not clicking with people, it's not clicking with people. So either you have to modify the originality to make it more palatable for people, or move on to something new. I hear these discussions for hours and then, oh, what do you think about you don't need to debate it that long. It's a very simple point. The answer to it's hard, where you go, but debating it is just prolonging the inevitable. You gotta have something people want to watch. You gotta have something that people need.
And the value that we talked about yesterday, and Bearded Picker is saying there's only one you have to be you. Everyone is different and valuable. You have to determine how to deliver that value. Exactly. And value is what viewer is coming for. And you have to determine what your viewer is and what is the value that they're looking for and give it to them anywhere. It's not only on YouTube, really. It's about business in general.
Exactly. You could have a beautiful store, but if people aren't buying it, they're not buying it. You know, they're not going in. If you have beautiful product there, they're not taking it off the shelves. They're not taking it off the shelves. It's not their... It's up to you to either say, I'm closing the business down, or I got to get this better set up that people want what's on the shelf. There's nothing to debate about it. There's no angle into it. There's no nothing. That's as simple as it is. And then you get down to the drawing board and start looking at it. A good option that a lot of people miss is listening to their audiences. That's a big part. Ask why. Read the comments. Put out some sort of feeler or something like that. Go on Twitter and ask people what they want to see more. I'm rocking and rolling, and one of the best live streams around daily life. And sorry, I jumped in on your conversation. Sorry, Gills. yeah. I know I do that now.
Ethan Exploration, hello, how are you? I got Kicks Premier. Hell is here. Hello, how are you doing? Lots of amazing people. Skywatcher, Sandra, hello, how are you? That is a very good analogy. Mickey Sightings is saying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it is. There's too much procrastination goes on, and procrastination will kill a business. It will also kill a channel. If all you're doing is sitting around debating what could be, you're not doing what could be.
Oh yeah, and you're running out of time. The newer the channel, the bigger the push from YouTube. So if you're waiting for something, don't.
Yep, exactly.
Open the channel and start posting. Start doing everything right away from the get-go, because that's when you're burning the midnight oil, like Brian's finds.
Well, he is. He's
Yeah.
nonstop. He's gotten on here and he just hasn't stopped.
And he just started a couple months ago. He's like on
Thanks,
almost
God.
25K right now. So awesome.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you for letting us know. Thank you for letting us know. It's good that you tell us when you come in. It's always good. So, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I already subscribed to the channel. But thank you so much for letting us know. Definitely. Ethan Exploration. Hello, how are you? Already said hi. I'm learning that quickly with my channel, Quicksilver said, and interacting, working the comments to get feedback. It's extremely helpful, or at least has been so far. Oh, definitely. Comment section. Live in your comment section. We do it as much as possible, but especially when we were just like growing and a couple thousand, we were always in comments. Like the first time when we actually had to heart it and not answer it was like so heartbreaking. It literally was. We talked about that on the live stream because we used to answer all of the comments, you know. And yeah.
If you're going to open a new channel, especially if you've already done one now and you decide it's time to start over or whatever, and that, get everything ready, get all your ducks in a row, have lots of content up front, make sure everything is singing, then you start off your channel. Don't waste that initial push that you can get. Really got to take advantage of it. Stroke, what is it? With the iron's hot. Oh my God. I'm starting to pick up all your expressions. I was about to say toasters and
I don't know what you were going to say.
I don't know
can't
anymore.
help
My
you. I'm
brain has
sorry.
gone to mush. I swear to God. Matt Cook, Oregon, thank you for breaking up that awkward pause here. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Holistic Living Down Under is joining us again. Good morning. How are you doing? The beautiful channel. Hello.
Okay, no asking for subscribers and all that. I didn't see all that crap was going on. Thank you.
Strike while the iron is hot. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for the love of God. I've only been hearing it since I was 3 months old. Strike while the iron's hot. Thank you, the Thrifting Goomba. Do appreciate
The
it.
Shane family is kind of similar with us. See, we did have a channel earlier. Andrew was
Yeah.
posting the videos. We weren't really interacting. It just was a drop-off place, really. And then in 2018, in February 20th, it's coming. The birthday is coming.
It's coming very soon.
And we started to jump in, like we jumped into it, like with both, with all 4 feet and hands. And so it's kind of the same situation that we were, guys. So keep on going.
Commander Vlog says, sent you the videos on Twitter that explain how to make the soup. It actually is my late grandmother's recipe.
He lost 11 pounds in 4 days, and I asked how. So that's the answer is waiting on Twitter, Andrew, and we're going to be going on that starting tomorrow.
I'm just laughing at All Fanatic. He's not letting up tonight. Why is your brain going to mush?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's because I wasn't at home, all day. So there's nobody giving coffee. So it's lack of coffee. Nobody organizing the brain. So I wasn't home. That's what happened. But yeah, we're going on that soup diet, Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 pounds in 4 days.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I owe it mostly to the soup. Did you see that? We're doing it.
That is awesome. There we
So
go.
thank you so much, and we'll see the results in 4 days.
All right, guys, don't forget to super chat because I got to go to McDonald's after and stock up for the next couple of days. So I'm going to run from here like the wind. You're close? Well, here, let me get the old...
What are you close to?
I'm going to get them way past close. There you go. That should help out a lot. There. The wrong night. Yeah.
Oh my God. Guys, thank you so much for all the questions on Discord and yesterday and today. If you do have any more questions, definitely can always drop them on Discord. There is a question section right there.
There, Commanders, a disclaimer, I get 20,000 steps a day at work also while eating soup.
That's great. So we'll start walking.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like it. I'm doing VR. I'm doing, how is it called?
Yellow dollar sign reminds me of yellow Teletubbies.
I like Teletubbies.
Oh, yeah. Oh. If you joined us recently, we've been yellow coined on almost everything. In the last 10 days alone, about 8 times out of 10 have been yellow coin. And we get the green coin later on. Everything is good. Tonight, let alone, I just went and hit go live and it was yellow almost instantaneously. So I know I'm not in the best of moods about it. And like I said, it's the work that goes into what Xenia does. The research into this one alone was beyond immense. And that does get on my nerves, some like that. Especially when we realize tonight what they are actually pushing. So it's, it's been an interesting couple of nights, but we're thankful to all you guys and having you guys here and tweeting it out and all the stuff you've done to help. Really love your channel banner. I haven't been here for a bit, but it looks, hey, Travel Odysseys, how are you? Great to see you. And thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate that. Yeah, we're doing some rebranding, guys. The Artist Devil, how are you as well? It's coming along. It's coming along.
What is Ahmad diet? Send me a link on Twitter.
What are you talking about?
Diets. We're
Diets?
exchanging diets here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Send me a diet link, Ahmad diet. Audition draws.
So there's our new channel, guys. Yes, if you haven't seen it yet, we've been doing a lot of work. Thumbnails are all being redone as well. The banners on them, we don't know if they're going to stick yet or not, but that's where we're at. But the banner, I'd say it's probably 90% complete at this point. So, and it's nice. It was time to see what was going through those times. Instead of doing it, find ways that you can improve your things that you have control of and make your channel better. So,
and that face is ready for kissing right there,
Oh, jeez.
Now the last question, and I forgot to answer that. The Thrifting Goomba asked, I'm far away from monetization, but how does the channel get monetized? There's a new approach now. It used to be that you are automatically kind of like enrolled, so to say. Now there's a separate section on the left side where you have videos and channel and on dashboard and all of that. If you're not monetized, there is a monetization tab. You click on that. It actually has a counter of your subscribers and your hours. It counts it for you. And once it does, then you'll have to apply through the special thing that it gives you. It will send to you. So basically you gotta wait till you do get the requirements. It used to be like when we were doing it that you do everything beforehand already, prepare your channel, so to say, and then once you get the requirements ready, you apply automatically. Basically you can't do that anymore with the new system. You gotta wait till your tickers are 1K 4K and then you can apply. Okay,
there you go. Premier Hell looks nice. I like it. It looks nice. I was just checking his new banner. There's a lot of text on your banner, but it still looks good aesthetically. You made it feel balanced through. Yeah, well, that's it. That's exactly what it is. It's got to be balanced or it won't work. Exactly. You took something that looks amazing and made it even better. I appreciate that, Gil. I found the other one still had too much remnants of the old us. Because our first original banner was as artistic as it gets. It represented Pusa Studios as cinematography only. And then we brought elements from it. I was happy with it. And yeah, we were debating about the text. That was something that was back and forth in my head a lot. I mostly, Xenia's working a ton of other stuff. I was doing this. But I think it's time because when you see it on phone, you only see that. But for here, we could have left it. Actually, I liked it without all of it in a way. But it's time to modernize it a bit and get more of a message across of what we actually do. And if you can bring balance to it, that's the important thing. Remember, everything you make aesthetically has a weight to it. That's the number one thing you're going to learn in graphic design. And just playing with that weight, it doesn't mean everything has to be equal mirrored of each other. Just if you put three small things here, you might have to put one big thing here. Always think of it like it has an actual weight. Maybe the Thrifting Goomba should ask someone.
Thrifting Goomba, Bearded Picker wants to go on your channel to help personally with your subscribers.
That
okay?
is pretty freaking nice.
So, yeah, hold him on this promise and do it ASAP.
Well, I'll say something. Bearded Picker is one hell of an ambassador for that community and that. I got to say, and he really does genuinely care. And I'm not surprised him doing something like that. That doesn't surprise me in the least. I think it's exceptionally kind. Not that they'll put him on a pedestal. Honestly, though, at 74K, a lot of times you can just kind of walk away from a lot of stuff and just nose to the ground. But that doesn't surprise me with Bearded Picker. If it looked awkward, it probably is. Yes, that's a good point. That's a very good point. It is. Yourself. We get sometimes in as a creator, we get too lost into something. We get so much passion into what we made, we don't look at it objectively. And you have to look back and then look at it as somebody who's just coming across and looking at something. Sometimes getting up for 10 minutes and coming back to it with fresh eyes. Don't come into it saying, oh, I made this. Just come in and look at it as if you were a viewer who stumbled across it. Same with videos, same with everything. You have to do that in business all the time. If you're self-employed or if you have a small business, you need to be your own judge for that kind of stuff. It's not easy. It's not as easy as it sounds, but you get used to it after a while. The more you train yourself, it gets easier. So, well, guys, thank you so much for everything tonight. You guys are really awesome. If you haven't hit that like button, though, if you can, we're hoping that they'll lift it soon, but usually it takes a couple hours before they turn it back to green. So I'm going to ask you guys for two things. If you guys can hit the like button, and if you can come by after and just leave an on-topic comment, that will at least keep it trending for a while and more people will get to see it. That helps a lot. It is a lot of work that goes into it. I showed you guys tonight some that weren't here. Just for an example, for our story we talked about tonight, this is what Xenia had to go through. Like, there's a lot of stuff goes into doing one of these shows. So it's just nice when more people get to see it. So if you guys can help us out in any that way, sharing it out, come back, leave an on-topic comment about it tonight. And especially if you can hit the like button, it all makes a big difference.
It definitely helps us with interaction value for the channel as well, which as live streams are lacking, obviously, for the comment section. So if you can come back and do that, it would really help us. Thank you so much.
It is a big PDF run. It sure is. So thank you for all you guys do for us. You guys are absolutely awesome. Even when the days are down, you guys always make it better. Keep being awesome to each other. Enjoy the YouTube ride, even though it can be frustrating sometimes. There is a lot of upsides to it, and you guys are definitely a big part of that upside. So thank you so much. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Be well. Before we got to go off, get it done with.
It's a lippy time.
Come on, because I'm not starting. Last night I had to start the live stream back up. We were in the ending credits to do this. There you go.
There you go. It's done.
Now the world can just live a little bit easier. Have a good night, everybody.